and play balls. Oh yeah, you just got worried about some trouble. Trouble afoot. Ooh, I'm definitely prepared for that. Let's see here. Where? Which of these buildings? Nope, that one. Doesn't really matter. But I think there is. The Lord Mayor's home. Okay. Oh boy. Alright. Welcome back, everybody. Last session, you guys had made your way to a mom, to, begin to sort of get the underlying understanding of what all has gone on around here. Everybody kind of went in their directions and began to reacquaint themselves with the city. Also speaking to Cressida Holt that night, who informed me of a great deal of information. A lot is going on, guys. It seems that the Iron Authority is largely rumored to be on the move north. This is a very sort of hasn't been confirmed by the Tal'Doeri Council or anybody like that, but is largely pretty heavily rumored to do so. It doesn't take a lot to sort of a lot to understand that that's going on. However, the Tal'Doeri Council has not done anything about it as of yet, despite the many calls for aids from the south, and apparently from the east. Nothing much has been done as of yet, which brought us to your decision. You've recently just arrived here. Singorn will be the first to be hit if it is indeed the Iron Authority, and Cressida Holt seems to believe that once again they might flee to the Fey realm, and their support may be needed. They are an important bulwark that defends the north from south. And so your intervention might have been appreciated, but there was an equally important option to the east that needed seeing to. To the east, there was Westruun, which had also called for aid. They had sort of, where there's fire, there's smoke kind of thing. Where there's smoke, there's fire. They're kind of smelling the encroaching Iron Authority, but had many of their own problems, including a number of betrayer cults had been sort of gathering within the city here and there. Most exceptionally would be the Ravengers, who sort of hail the Ruiner, who have been growing more aggressive and stronger in force. The Bramblewood has largely been considered off limits at this point because it's just too dangerous to venture within, as there are many forces of the Ruiner within. Everything's bad. Everything's bad. And you guys decided Westruun was the way to go. Cederic has family there who needs protecting, and has history in Westruun, and all of you decided to lead with your hearts and follow where that may be. And so Westruun is the target of your protection, it seems. Before you left, Cressida Holt made an offer. She said that she would be speaking with one of the High Archivists of the Cobalt Soul, but you should prepare yourselves for potential patronage from the Cobalt Soul itself, revealing that they are not just librarians, they are spies who acquire knowledge and seek good in the land in the name of Ioun, to the whole party. And also offered Yvaine the rank of expositor. I'm sure this will all be approved, because an expositor definitely has the power to make another expositor. But either way, said prepare, a little offer will be sent tomorrow, I'm sure, once I've had time to speak with the High Archivist. And you guys may gain the aid of the Cobalt Soul as patrons. That seemed to largely be met with good faith these days. There was also some conversation in the tavern about, what the plans to do next. Beverly's Sword was rather vocal this time about how terribly the Tal'Doeri Council is doing at running the Republic, and how It is sorry to say, but maybe drastic measures might need to be taken in place, or considered at least, as the Tal'Doeri Council is failing horrifically at their job, and might need stronger leadership, to which the party seemed largely unreceptive to, and instead decided to, at least for the time being, push their attention in the direction of Westruun. So, here you are. Cederic has recently learned that his sister seems to be a part of the guard here in Westruun, as a sergeant, sort of the sergeant rank within the guard, apparently. I think to Cederic's dismay. And you guys went to the Lord Mayor's house to have this meeting, learn some of this information, and eventually find out that one of the farms had sunk into the ground. Oh no, that's really bad. I'm sure someone will take care of it. But before we proceed, there's one last note that hopefully is a little heartwarming. Before you left Amon, you realized that your homestead has new occupants. Red Zeds have taken over the place in honor and respect to Zarvolg, who formed the group by and large, and sort of the Aurora Concordant, sort of secondary. And we're like, yeah, we're heading south to support Singorn in a little guerrilla warfare action as Mighty Zarvolg intended. And if you guys want to watch the house while we're gone, go for it. Feel free to use and upgrade the facilities at your pleasure. So, yeah, that's fun. Which brings us to our session today. You guys find yourselves sort of like confronted with this young man. He's like, it's fallen to the ground. It's sunk in just like the other farmers. Lord Mayor's like, oh no, something better be done. And sort of looks to you all and says, well, Heroic Concordant, I know that you're very, I'm sure, busy and need catching up, and there's a lot we could use your aid for. We understand if you're a little busy at the moment or need some catching up to do, but if you were willing to assist us in this matter, it would be much appreciated, but by all means, if you have your own things going on, it's understandable. Okay.
Can we get a tactical assessment? Where is the greatest threat coming from immediately?
She looks to the young man. Okay. She says, well, nothing is directly attacking Westruun at the moment. This is the most urgent matter, if that is what you mean. There's always something, but this would be a matter of immediate concern. A whole farm sinking into the ground is not good. So that is an issue. As I have said, the Bramblewood is filled with the Ruiner's forces. If that was where you wanted to direct your attention and perhaps scout the woods, I expect you all have within yourselves the skills to scout deeper than any other. That could be potentially very helpful. There's many concerns that we would be very glad for your assistance.
The house falling into the earth, anyone? The silence spells are all around, so sometimes I can't hear. I'm so sorry.
Sorry, we're working on that. There was a wild magic thing that happened.
At this point, I feel like it's kind of our thing. Hate it, but it's kind of our thing.
All right.
Hey, make me an intelligence saving throw, Qiro. What is your thing? Let's find out.
Trauma.
15.
15. You recall, from the moment you bravely were like, yes, keeper of the first bastion here in Westruun, worshipping place of Arathis, we will go into this cave that seems to almost devour light. From that moment, You recall dropping in, traveling with your friends, seeing the big worm, grabbed by the worm, and then everything going black, and then losing your memory. So you now recall the events that led to your loss of memory at this point. So that terrible, terrible worm that you woke up and saw, that...
I don't. Did I have happy memories before?
Just excellent. I'm so glad to hear that this is... I know nobody wants to go jumping into these terrible holes, but we rely on heroes like you. Now, we will be sure to assign a contingent of guards to aid you. I can spare... let's see here. I could spare 5 men... 6, excuse me. I could spare 6 to aid you if that is your pleasure. However you might wish to use them, you'll have command. Just you'll want to speak to the sergeant. They're the most experienced with these kind of hole fall-ins. In fact, very experienced indeed. Well, good looking out. Good luck, everybody. Bye. And she turns her attention to a nearby soldier and says, "See to it that this boy gets some food and water. He has gone through quite a trial, and also make sure to talk to the captain of the guard and make sure Sergeant Longwaffle is ready to attend to the defenders of Westruun."
Cedric?
Good luck.
So Cedric?
I heard it.
It was too good. I
We are going. I think, can go. I don't mean to say that you shouldn't come join us as we chase the crazy woman with the hammer, but if you would like to... We're not going to catch up with her. It's a walk, you know. We can busy ourselves if you prefer.
Let's focus on one catastrophe at a time.
I'm not going to laugh. I can't laugh. That would be rude to laugh.
We chuckle quietly to ourselves while you talk to your mother. So.
Oh, good. All right.
And the look on your face when you came out of that talk, priceless.
I'm going to be honest, that whole dinner, I am very thankful that I chose my seat in advance.
You know something? I am so glad that my trauma brought you joy. I am so glad that I could entertain you, because if it has to suck for me, there's no reason that it should suck for you also. My mom is hard to reach. She does feel. And what she came from was awful. Like, really, like, you know, the Spider Queen. She's pretty awful. I guess I never thought of, you know, affecting her personally, but yeah, it did, I think. So.
Based on my limited interaction inside of that particular arena, I can understand I can burn this entire thing straight to the ground. That'd be okay. So, I understand.
It's like your approach to a lot of things.
Yeah, that's... It's very much who my mother is. She never panics. Doesn't mean she doesn't, like... She sees what's happening. It's not like the feelings aren't there. She just makes decisions. It's incredible, really. All right. So Cedric, which catastrophe are we going to investigate first?
The one involving sinking farms and evil gods.
Excellent
In other words,
choice.
the easy one. The easy one.
Yes!
A fine choice, huh?
Given the circumstances, I think I'd choose the same thing.
Because we saw the thing with my parents, right? Yeah? Because I would have chosen, to face the betrayer gods before I would face my mum again. Absolutely. Let's go. I get it.
Okay. Let's do this. All right. So, I'm going to assume you guys had this conversation maybe in like the foyer or something while you were waiting for the sergeant to be rallied. And perhaps the conversation sort of ends with a, well, from the doorway. And anyone who looks up will see, I guess not quite a polite as a gnome as you had once seen several time ago. You now see, indeed, Cederic, her sister, Sergeant Longwaffle now. Her sort of long, sort of flowy hair has been cut off and is now sort of like a short, sort of just like one swoop with an undercut. And she's got like a few scars. She's got like a bit of like a 3 slash that sort of tears up her eyebrow. She wasn't blinded by it, kind of catches her cheek just a little bit, like a light thing she barely avoided. She's this hardcore little gnome now. Looks like she's seen some shit. You see in the eyes, someone who has probably seen some really horrible shit. And might be a little haunted by it, but is still kicking and is still putting up a fight. She looks stronger. And she also has 5 guys, not the burger joint, but like a squadron of Westruun soldiers, sort of in a very uniform line behind her, a very disciplined line behind her. And she says, "Back from the dead, are we?"
Not dead, just displaced.
But technically, I guess we were just on this side of the planar door to undead. Does that count?
Let me guess. You got wrapped up in some grand adventure again, and it led to something horrible that you didn't expect to take you away from family for longer than you thought it would.
Well, to be fair, it only took us away for a few days. It's just weird magic shit. When we came back, it was a lot longer here.
She gives you like a bit of a frown, and then you hear sort of from the side, a soldier says, "Sergeant!" And your sister suddenly slaps to attention, like you've never seen her before fall into line when somebody spoke. Probably shocking. And the lieutenant kind of walks over and says, "Who do you think you're talking to, Sergeant? Those are the defenders of Westruun. You're giving them lip? Are you serious?" She goes, "Sorry, Lieutenant. She goes, "They have your command, Sergeant. You will show them every respect." She goes, "Of course, Lieutenant. I apologize. I forgot myself." "Good. We can't really rely on me." He kind of goes quiet and starts making gestures. She goes, I know.
I'll walk over to this lieutenant and say, "What was your name?"
He slaps to attention as you approach, and salutes you, and he is going to give you a name right now. Right there it is. Sergeant Whit Albany, sir.
I'm sure you're a credit to...
Or Lieutenant, sorry, Lieutenant.
I'm sure you're a credit to the city and to your men, and I appreciate the need for military discipline. But just so you know, no one in this world is more deserving of giving me shit than my sister.
And he kind of like looks back to her, and she's still like, not in a uh, like a oh scared fucked up I'm gonna get drills later kind of way, but just like dutifully so. Like she believes in all of this. You know what I mean? Like she believes in the cause. And he goes, my apologies, sir. I had no idea.
No apologies, just context.
I understand. I understand. Very well then. I will, as I said, you have command. I will simply leave you all to it then. Sergeant, she says, Lieutenant, she says, I know you won't let us down. So, good day. And he will quietly say to Cederic, he says, may I say, sir, your sister, she is a credit to whatever the name of our defenses are. Hang on. There it is. She is a credit to the shields of the plane. No one is more experienced with these underground delves of these cults that have been popping up. She's something of an expert of ours at this point. So hopefully she shall serve you. Well, she's that's probably out of line. Good day, sir. And he salutes you again. And will very soldierly, like legs in the proper soldierly position, walk off with all formality. The sergeant, Long Waffle, remains at attention.
Is there any way I'm going to be able to keep you from coming on this thing?
She goes, Sir, I got by just fine when you disappeared these last 2 years, and I'll get by after you disappear again.
In a very serious stage whisper, that means no.
It's over. Based on my experience, does she carry herself like someone who has some idea what they're doing? Oh, did we lose Ryan?
He's freeze framed. He's experiencing technical difficulties. We'll be right back.
I need for everyone to know Qiro is trying and failing miserably at maintaining an air of like maturity. Again, failing miserably. She is trying so hard to like not react.
All right, so I didn't know if it was a performance or a deception check. But it's the same. So I'll tell you and you can tell me, but it was a 4. So I feel like Yvaine is like really trying to lean deep into this, like, I am an arcane sorcerer. I am a butterfly floating on the breeze. Like she's trying so hard to pretend like she's not living for the chisme, right? But failing. Again, it's a 4. Whether it's deception or performance, I feel like it's deception because she's trying to play it off. But yeah, no. So maybe she's back there with the 3 musketeers, just like, we're cool, man. We're not
Then
paying
never
attention
mind.
at all.
If we are rolling for it, Qiro technically rolled a 22, so she's just standing in the front, arms crossed, just like with Yvaine, probably bent sideways behind her. She's like, nope, it's fine. Everything's fine. We're not gonna break. It's gonna be fine. We're gonna get through this.
Ember's not that reserved. hence the stage whisper that means no.
There is like, she seems to not be able to help like a little smirk on her face after all this like jibbing that her brother is getting. She will add, I am of course at all of your command. I technically can't say no if you order me to do something.
I mean, I know you don't want to hear it, but he's actually really good at what he does. Like, to a large extent, we've continued to exist because, he's out in front. So, maybe just for right now, you can pretend that he's just some dude who's good at his job, right? Because everybody who's good at the job could just, do the thing. And
Hey.
then afterwards, you can forget. But this is terribly entertaining, so I'm fine either way. I don't think any of us would object if this was what we were doing all day. And actually, Yvaine is going to look for Happy because Happy's got to be into this.
What's Happy up to? Let me see what that little shit's up to. You're like Happy. You're probably wait, Happy. And you look over and you see Happy is like in the middle of like pickpocketing a guard of his lunch. Of course.
In all due deference, perhaps we ought to go see to the young lads. Something swallowed my farm.
As you say, sir. And she will turn around and say, "Men, move out." And they will. Her squad seems to be very disciplined under her leadership. And she will follow after them. She received the order she liked.
I am so sorry for everything. Qiro will look at that. I am so sorry for everything that's about to happen. But your sister's impressive. Intimidatingly so, but impressive.
No, man, I get it. I do. No one gets it more than I do. So,
I have absolutely no way of winning this situation.
No. Oh,
No.
absolutely not. No.
No. There's no making it better either. There is just going through.
Like, we've limited the parameters to something that she can legitimately accept because she's a reasonable person. Yeah, she's a reasonable person. You're good at your job. Speaking of which, she's outdoing you, and that's not going to do. So we should go catch up.
Not really the part I'm worried about, but okay, let's go.
It's the probably the death and dismemberment part.
Well,
Being reminded of the disparity in rank is the thing that concerns me. But no.
Yvaine's got the earthboard out. Not fucking walking. Are you kidding me? I assume I can't imagine Ember's walking.
Oh, hell no. And my suggestion for Cederic is, let me roll out the carpet. Get on.
Nah, I'm good.
Are you sure? You could look down onto her. Get another couple of inches worth of height.
I'm far less interested in winning an argument than I am in making sure she doesn't die.
Oh, we aren't about to let that happen.
I'd be more concerned with what she'd do to you. That's why I'm walking.
I
I don't know about where you would give away having superior advantage, for viewing what's coming at you. But whichever.
I think that fundamentally some of this is going to get resolved when she has an opportunity, not in a blind panic like the last hole that we all were in together, to see you functional and effective, particularly now that she has a background where she has a parallel perspective.
We'll see.
If not, we'll eventually get, dominate, charm person, something. we can fix this in the world's worst way.
Oh,
Nothing's impossible.
What could conceivably go wrong? There. Somebody had to say it. Now we've gotten it out of the way.
hey, but we can only go up from here.
No, the plan is to go down. I'm pretty sure.
I hate that plan. I hate every time we have that plan, something goes wrong. And every time we have that plan, that something wrong feels like it's pointed in my direction. And I just feel like if there was ever a sign from the gods to not do something, I feel like third time's the charm. Fourth time.
Realistically, we need to be working on keeping her in place. We know she's going to run when she starts to get bloodied, so we have to find a way to persuade, to grab, to stop, so that we can finish what needs to be done. Yeah.
I think that's going to largely be in your bucket of the woods, oh surfer of rock.
Oh, great catcher of waves.
Remember that she doesn't like radiant anything, and hitting her with normal weapons doesn't do what you think it would do. She's going to fight in your mind. She's going to play those kinds of games.
Like, got the can at the door listening. She's like, I don't play games. I beat the shit out of people. I do really cool. But either way, you guys.
She does psychic damage. She plays mind games.
I'm just giving you shit. She does absolutely play mind games. She probably thinks that she doesn't. She does very nice things. She thinks she's a great lady. But either way, I find myself trying to pick the best board possible. Okay, so you guys make your way outside the city, you know, surfing on boards, flying on carpets, your theme song is playing somehow up somewhere, while the soldiers sort of mount on horseback and ride out. And they're like, wow, so impressive. Look, there goes the guard to save the day. And then you guys fucking surfboard and fucking fly by. And they're like, wow, that's way cooler. And, yeah. You guys make your way out of the city. You're making your way out of the city some. And you quickly realize that it wasn't just a farm that sunk into the ground. It was more like a small hamlet that fell into the ground. It was sort of the farmhouse, the barn, the lands that grew crops around it, the surrounding buildings that had, you know, the simple necessities required, a small tavern, maybe a blacksmith, a small shopkeep, and maybe 2 houses. So basically, like, near 10 buildings and a couple acres of farmland actually went into the ground, is what happened. The good news is that this is so much ground to have gone underground is that you can look down, and the light of the Dawnfather so helpfully illuminates down below the now sunken village, the sunken hamlet. It's, as you can imagine, having sunk a couple hundred feet into the ground. You know, if you just took a village and the ground under it and just dropped it a couple hundred feet, that's what's happened to it. It has fallen apart. Obviously, you're a little too high up to make out all the details, but you can see that this little village has been ruined and probably will not return to the surface for some time. Would you like to, well, I'll tell you what. The first thing the sergeant does is she turns to her warriors, and she says, "Ride the perimeter, see if you can find any survivors." And they say, "Right, sergeant." And they immediately sort of like go off in a 2 and a 3, and just start like riding around the perimeter to sort of find any survivors or whatnot, the sergeant stays with you all. Dutifully, quietly. And you guys may do what you wish.
Sorry, I'm actually looking at a few things that are no draconic.
So sorry, is this like a sinkhole kind of a thing?
Yeah, think of it as like a very, very large sinkhole has like not swallowed it. Think of it like this. It's almost like a couple hundred feet of earth directly under the hamlet was like removed. And it lost structural support because of it and just kind of fell / sunk / crumbled into the earth.
So it's not like it's been buried under earth. It's a giant gaping hole.
Exactly. Like you can look down and you can see what is left of the village. The buildings are still, I mean, the foundations are somewhat still intact, but it's, you know, they've fallen under their own weight from the crash. It's not impossible that there were survivors, despite the fall. If anyone, let me ask, does anybody have any, what tool proficiencies are we playing with to do with building? Any carpenters, any masons, anything like that?
That's a good question. Wood carver tools here.
Okay, excellent. Do me a favor then. Why don't you roll me an investigation check at advantage to sort of assess exactly what happened here. Just based on the ruins of the building. Masons would be very helpful if anybody had that.
Natural 20 plus 2.
Oh, forget it! Yeah, Cederic knows. By the looks of things, it looked like a controlled fall. It is about a little more than 200 feet into the ground. And if you just took a village and dropped it 200 feet with like the most thin layer of grass holding it up, everything would be in ruins. Everything would be smashed to bits. Everyone would be dead. It would be like, why are we even out here at this point, right? The buildings have been busted up and broken, but buildings largely seem largely in the right place where they should be, like the correct structure of a village, and they have sustained damage from gravity, but not so much as you would expect for a 200-foot fall. You get the sense that this was a controlled descent. Whoever orchestrated this sinkhole did it probably with profound and powerful magic, or a great number of burrowing servants to ensure that this fall happened with some ease. You would even be like, if you weren't so sure that this was probably the cult of, Torog, because this is kind of her MO at this point, you'd be like, this was probably like dwarves, right? Because they're master builders, and this seems like a very dwarvy thing to do, is to, like, it seems within their skill expertise to be able to do such a mass scale control fall. So that's interesting. That's what you take away from it. It was a controlled fall.
Would you allow me to make a different check?
What check is that?
So, the eye allows me to detect magic at will.
It sure does.
And so I was wondering if I could make an arcana check to see if there was, any sort of resonance or anything that I could get from an arcana check.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, make me an arcana check to see if you can see any sort of resonance.
That dice fucks me on my charisma check earlier, so we're gonna roll this one. Okay, yeah, that was better. That was okay. So it's 5. All right, so that's a 6. All right, 17 plus 6 is 23.
23. Okay. You do not detect magical resonance. If this was something like what the witness below has done, sort of the earthquakes, such a great power would absolutely leave a resonance behind. So you can phase out from, sort of filter out the possibility of a number of or a single powerful caster that did this. This was done manually. Probably by a great number of individuals or a great number of creatures under the direction of someone who deeply understands masonry. Like expertise.
I will share that with the group. That was meaningful.
Yeah, and that is absolutely the result of you and Cederic putting your heads together. If Cederic, you would have shared with your partners. Yeah, this is kind of what you see as you like look into the hole. This is
So, I just to make certain that I understand correctly. I'm looking at the situation, and because I'm not necessarily seeing a giant like arcane resonance, which I would see with something like the witness below, I'm assuming that this was not a single individual, but rather a group of individuals working under somebody who understands stresses and somebody who understands how rock works. Oh, I hate everything about this.
Well,
Above table, because we've talked like relatively how big it is. How, and you said the hole's 200 feet deep. How far across is it to the other side?
Great question. Really terrific question. Like, double that, probably, about 400 to 500. But it's not like a circle. It's not a perfect circle. It's like the town borders. Like, this was clearly orchestrated, and clearly there was a design.
So then, weird question. Like looking at the walls, because we can see the walls of the hole across from us. Does it look like they were carved out, or does it look like it just fell through?
Make me, I'll just say an investigation check. And obviously advantage if you have Mason's tools. Proficiency.
She's got navigator's tools, and that is it. But because my dice like me, it's still a 17.
Okay, I'd allow nature as well if that gives you a better modifier.
No, it does not.
Okay, 17's good. I would say the only thing you know is that the fall was violent enough that it probably like rocked the outside, kind of scraped down along the outside. Just from the vantage here with a 17, it's a little tough to say, but I'll tell you what, make me a perception check at disadvantage to accompany. Just because there's so many like shades and shadows beneath. And it is such a wide
Can I cast guidance?
Sure, absolutely.
Bad. Not bad. 9 plus 5 is 14. 14. The guidance is a D4. What did I say? 9 plus 5 is 14. 14 plus 4 is 18.
18. Okay. You like look very pointedly. You like look for where there's like cliff, like like underhangs essentially, where like the rock would have, if falling, would have like almost like slid off of the side and preserved whatever markings would be beneath the overhang. And you look pretty deeply at the underhang, excuse me, and you do see kind of like almost like ribs in the rock that would suggest that like someone went dig, 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 and then dig, 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 and dig, 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 dig. So you get the sense that, and it didn't look like, this isn't like shovel kind of situation. You get the sense that something, yeah, probably something bestial did this. And frankly, something probably pretty big.
Which would, but, so you said like they're stacked on top of each other, which would support Yvaine's theory if there was more than one of these things.
Maybe, possibly.
Maybe
hypothetically, it could have been the same thing. It would have taken much longer, but I mean, this is a lot of earth. It would have taken a very long time for a single entity to do this. It's very likely it was multiple.
Yeah, and she'll share that with the group, but hearing that and then hearing what Yvaine found out and hearing that it could potentially be more than one of them, that's not comforting either way.
At this point, the sergeant's men return and say, none injured. There seems to be no individuals topside who are injured or in need of aid. Those who are curious have been told to keep their distance. The sergeant says, very good. Says, Sergeant, will we be descending? She says, it is not my command, unfortunately. We will await the defenders of Westruun and their assessment. They say, aye, aye. Stand ready.
All right. What do we think?
We go down.
Unfortunately, I think that's where all the answers are.
Okay. Do we want Red to scout for us?
We can, but with something this big, his line of sight is not that big.
We could have Red and Phantom split the difference. I mean, it's still a giant hole, but fries are better than two.
Well, what I mean is at the moment, from our current vantage point, we have the advantage of being able to see the territory such that it is. Is there a better spot to start the investigation? You know, are there, passages like in the side works, that in the sidewalls that we can see? Are there holes in the bottom that sunk down section? Or if there isn't something better, my suggestion would be, since we've got the ability to do it, we move to the middle of the area and then come down, and then we can fan out accordingly. That keeps us the furthest distance away from any of the I'm going to surprise you by exploding out from the sidewalls, and then we just have to worry about them exploding and coming at us from below.
Is there an option where we can scout the walls to find passages, but then we still go down from the center? We don't find all of them. It's not as thorough as going and looking ourselves, but we have an idea of the directions they could come from, and then we can still map everything from the middle.
I suppose we could.
Just a question of if we want to.
I mean, the prospect that there may be people alive down there still, I think we got to go down into the remains of the town and see to that first.
Makes an abundance of sense to me.
Yep. Down we go.
The sergeant will basically turn back to her men, and she'll said, "You heard the defenders of Westruun. We are going down to the pit as we've done many times before. We're the shields of Westruun, and we'll feel nothing in the dark." And we'll essentially use the inspiring leader feat to give her men temporary hit points. And they sort of like just give a little quick single bang on the shield, and then they all take their packs off and begin essentially pulling out pythons and rope and climbing gear. They seem to be pre-equipped with climbing gear, like these guys are specialized for spelunking, it seems. And they all start setting those up. Ding, 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 ding. Ding, 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 ding. And they start to begin their descent. I am not too worried about all of your abilities to descent. You all are action heroes, after all. You have your own action figures out there somewhere, I'm sure. Little magic carpet ride, little earth board, little who knows what. Or you could just take the rope that they're setting up. Either way, I'm sure without issue, you all find your way below. Allow me to quickly set you up as you reach the bottom of the pit. Boy, I need to clean out my minis over here. But so you do enter below. All right. Thought should do. Oh, no, Beverly. Beverly's due for her own mini. What do you think?
Oh, for sure.
For sure. Excellent. And I'm gonna just find us a gnome commander here while we're getting ready to do this little delve. That's very cool, if inaccurate. Gotta find the right one. Come on, we get gnome with their own armor. That's it. That's perfect right there. That's her. Dr. Octopus.
Iconic.
An iconic gnomish look. Anyway, in the meantime, while I'm looking for a fitting mini, yeah, you guys, we'll just use this one. It's technically like a rogue, but okay. Okay, you have made your way below. The place is quiet. Very, very quiet. I know I have stars out, but it really should be kind of more like... Oh, that's way too fucking dark for that. Forget the starlight. There's no starlight. There's only darkness and sadness down here. The light does sort of reach down. The Dawnfather's light does indeed reach down. But nonetheless, it is rather cold and rather creepy down below. Shadows are sort of extra long. What do you do?
Well, then we start looking for survivors.
All right. Why don't we just call this a group check at this point? Make me a... Oh, and I will say, every now and then, just a little... Nothing... Not unlike Terra, honestly. Not terribly unlike Terra. Does the ground sort of move and quake and shift, but not in the way that it's sort of like everywhere and it's coming from like one big source in that direction. More like there are multiple sources below, as if the quakes have direction in life, but nowhere pointedly. So it's kind of random. There's like one here, one there, one there. So different sources, and they come from below.
Qiro used the fly spell to get down here, and with it, she can hover. She has it for 10 minutes, and so for however long they're down here, for however long her casting lasts, she's just gonna hover. Because, no thank you.
Are we doing like a Tetris sort of like float like that from Mighty Nine kind of thing?
I'm channeling Ember today. It's the last time I was in this hole, it didn't go great, so we're gonna try something new.
Fair enough. Fair enough. All right, you float along as you do. Very cool. And by the way, love the Qiro art. Didn't know she had so many abs. It's intimidating. Incredible. So yeah, like I said, why don't we get a group roll investigation or survival? It's entirely up to you. Feel free to throw any sort of guidances or whatever little fun things you've got. If you care, the sergeant says, I can have my men search if you would wish that as well.
Yes, I think so. Please.
Very well. Men, move out. And she kind of does like little hand signals to her men, and they immediately sort of fall into formations where you sort of go 2 by 2 and kind of fan out. Westruun wild trivia question. Does anybody know if Westruun has a coat of arms, and if so, what colors they are?
I don't know, but I have access to the great god tools, so give me a second.
Fair enough. I can't seem to find anything online, so I might just... Westruun feels blue to me. Let me just say that. I don't know why. It just does. Oh, hell yeah. These guys came to work. All right. Dope. This gets better. How do we do?
7.
Okay, 7.
15 investigation.
7. 15.
Oh,
Go ahead.
Yvaine, go ahead.
Oh, thank you. Can I roll my cosmic omen for the day?
Sure can. Beverly gets a nat 20.
Oh, nice. So, the omen is a 13, so it's a minus, so it's a woe. And now I am rolling survival. Damn. That's terrible. For me, that's a 10.
I'm struggling a little bit.
Can I give guidance to Qiro again?
Sure. So long as you didn't use it for yourself.
No. I know that rule.
So sweet.
Oh, I didn't think
Guards
you
only got a 10.
I did get a 19 though.
Team. Who else? Anybody else?
With the guidance, Qiro also got a 19.
Damn, came to work. Very well, everybody. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That should be enough. All right. You guys do some good work. With the shields of the plains with you, and your all work, you do indeed find a couple of survivors here and there, all over the square. making your way around. Tell you guys what. Of the structures around, where would your characters like to have investigated? So take a little look at the screen, trying to zoom out as much as possible. Which buildings are of interest to you? They may have survivors, they may have not, regardless of roles.
Does anyone have a preference of where to start?
I have a question if we are allowed to have questions. I don't know.
Sure.
The two buildings that are in the bottom of the screen that are in front that are right next to each other.
These guys?
So are those, is that just the roof or is there stuff like mounted to the roofs?
Those are just the roofs. There's nothing gruesome or crazy going on over there. Nobody, you haven't seen any sort of like culty signs of anything. And you've been perceiving and investigating and everything, so far it just looks like a ruined village that was very carefully sunk into the ground.
I'll be honest, that's where I'm interested in going, but I'm open.
Alright, then that's where you're going. Beverly says, don't worry, I'll come with you. Groups
I think
are
that's-
important.
We're following.
Okay. All three of you are going to go check out these buildings here then. Alrighty then. Who else? The shields of the plane are probably just going to take what you don't kind of thing. Alright, I'm going to start calling on people. Cederic, what seems like a place you would want to explore?
Just to the northeast of center there's the black, vaguely L-shaped building.
That guy back there?
No.
Is it this one?
Northeast. So just closer to the center, just one end from there.
Oh, you mean this guy?
Yeah.
Got it. Okay, Cedric, you'll go in that direction. No problem. Is anyone going with Cedric?
I'll go.
All right, Ember and Cedric. Anybody else?
I'll go with them. We'll stay in groups of 3.
Fair enough. Which leaves just the shields of the plane at that point, which they have gone twos in different directions, so I'll just work on that. Pass those guys down there. So these two will go there, these two will take in a little deeper, say in this house, and Sergeant and her man will check out probably this building over, this big building over here that didn't get looked over. Do a little quick. Okay.
I'll probably throw down a long strider at this point.
Understood. Long strider is down. You guys go looking. You definitely find a couple of survivors. Absolutely successfully. I'm actually going to put down a couple of survivors that you managed to sort of take from their homes. The good news is that largely nobody looks like too injured. There is a person here who's like, oh, my leg, or like they hit their head, or the most damage that's been done to any commoner is like 2 hit points. Or some there's like one guy who's woken up with 1 hit point and was like fell unconscious from a fall, but like will be all right. He puts his arm around someone, they help them out. So I'm just gonna start placing some guys around. We were really successful here, so there's gonna be a couple people who are hiding out in these particular homes, I would say. And they weren't terribly successful. You guys were pretty successful. So come around the building here. Sweet. So you guys kind of pull them out of the wrecks. You guys are doing your service to Westruun. You guys should be proud of yourselves. You found many. And it's at this time that everything goes wrong. You guys feel the earth tremble beneath your feet, even greater still. Shaky. To the point where it's growing to a concerning level. And then where the center of town was crashing up and out, shaking the ground in a strength saving throw from everybody.
Hmm. 29.
Woo. You're fine, yeah. to be clear.
23.
You're also fine. Totally fine.
Rolled a 16 for a 15.
16 for 15. You are... Let me check here. You are prone from the great shockwave under your feet. You were on your board, though, weren't you?
I was on my board.
Okay, I don't believe... Does your board give you anything for that? Anything that would feasibly give you any help for that?
I actually didn't think about it. Thank you. Yeah, no, it might.
Right. Drysrinn got a 19.
Very well, 19. That is enough.
Oh, I can ramp off surfaces, long jump, I can choose to slam into the ground, but I can't be dismounted unless I choose to step off of it.
There it is. Yeah, if perhaps you were standing on the ground, maybe you might have been sent in a certain direction, but you cannot be dismounted from your board, and so as soon as things get a little too loud, you take your foot off the ground and step up onto the board fully, and the ground rocks beneath your feet, but you do not fall. The board levels you out. Ember, I don't believe I got your...
8.
8. All right, so Ember, you have been knocked prone. Beverly remains on her feet. Yeah, I'm not going to worry about rolling for commoners. They all fucking fall over. Oh! That's the exact sound they make, by the way. It's very pretty. All right, so when the dust settles, so to speak, just gonna roll one for each crew here. That is a cock. That one's falling over. That one's fine. Okay, so this guy, these two guys fell over. Those guys were fine. Once the dust settles, you look up to see quite the sight. Several dozen feet tall, body armored in dark carapace, you see this just absolute monster. It is, by every measure, the most gargantuan worm you have ever seen in your lives. It has several rows of sharp teeth, starting with almost pincer-like teeth for grappling onto whatever it wishes to devour. Its body is covered in long, hooked spines, and each of its armor-plated like carapace shells are purple. This massive worm drips with poison and could easily devour any one of you without even opening its mouth to its full breath. This is like the dune worm if it had large spikes coming off of it, and it was armored in purple chitin plating. I will actually drop the big old mini itself before we do anything else. And no, it's not that big. It's much bigger. No, it's bigger than that too. It's a purple mermaid. All right, there we go. It's about this big. It lets out this horrible roar as it tunnels up and out, and I need an initiative from everybody! Go away, and you have been voted off the island. Hang on a second, I'm looking for something. Action. Okay. There. Amendment. Oh, shit. Sure. How to best to do this? Okay. Sergeant Long. She does roll about as good as she could have. That is 9 are big barrels. Plus. Ah, shit. Ooh, shit. Okay. Thank you for your patience. Who rolled a 20 plus? Drysrinn.
20 exactly.
Hey, very nice.
26.
Very impressive.
A
who
nat 20 for a 22.
Ooh. Check. Here, who rolled a 15 plus? Who rolled a... oh, I forgot fucking Beverly. How could I forget Beverly? Beverly rolled pretty good. She'll be right there. Who rolled a 10 plus? Okay. That'll be... Oh, you're way up there, Cederic. What am I doing? 20 on the die.
Oh, 10.
How'd you do there, Ember?
Straight 10.
Straight 10. Okay, excellent. How'd you roll, Yvaine?
An 8. With
An 8.
advantage.
Oh, shit. That's too bad. Okie dokie. That is going to bring us to Drysrinn. Drysrinn. Do your thing. You are... Let's go find you. You're over here. You didn't fall over. You've got some survivors at your back. You've got Ember having to pull himself up. You've got a big ass worm. And you might go in there soon. Who knows? What would you like to do with yourself?
First things first, I'm activating my draconic flight.
Fair enough. And
And
fly you
then-
shall.
Yes. Okay. How far away from it am I again?
Let's see. You are.
Give me the one.
To get into melee, it would only require you to move 30 feet.
Not full melee. 15 feet away from it.
Got it. So 50, you run up 15 feet towards it. It's
I would like to be in the air.
Got it. So you want to like 15-foot diagonal towards it, kind of thing?
Yeah. So 15 feet takes how much? I would have 40 left after going 15 forward. So 40 feet up, please.
Okay, 40 feet up, but within 15 feet of it is gonna cost you. Yeah, we'll round it down to 40 feet. So you fly right up to its gaping maw.
Yeah. Because why not?
Because why not?
And I am going to use my breath weapon. And then I'm going to stack Channel Divinity on top of it. So I need a DC 17 Dex saving throw.
Got news for you. It's not very dexterous. It's a fucking huge worm.
Yeah. So, it fails?
Oh yeah.
Great. 30 lightning damage.
Calling down from the sky above, lightning blasts down upon your enemy, and you have this great worm's attention. The lightning hits it. It is nowhere near bloodied. I wouldn't say it was a scrape, but it was certainly a scratch as it
And then
turns its great head towards you.
yeah, we're gonna activate Elemental Attunement and
Keep her going.
hit it with 12 plus 20 to hit.
20 is a def. Oh, it is a hit. Yeah, you're good.
I think I left my body. Okay.
I think you left your body. That's fine.
I'm panicking.
He's a big
Anyway.
worm.
It is. I would like it to make a grapple check, which for me is a DC 16, because I can use my dex.
You're trying to grapple it.
Yeah, I know it might not happen, and I would like to stun it.
So I'll tell you what, just to be clear,
Or can I do one or the other?
you can absolutely try and grab onto it. There is no way on God's green earth that you are holding it in place. What you would be doing is effectively going wherever it wants you to go. And it can't get away from you. But you're not holding it in place.
No, I wasn't. So with the grappler feat, if I'm grappling something, I have advantage
Yes.
with unarmed strikes.
That's what you're going for. Okay, I understand. I just wanted to be clear. Just want to be very
I
clear.
don't care about its speed.
Got it. Yeah, you might. You might care about it in a minute.
Probably will.
Okay, straight check. It rolls a 25.
Okay, that passes. But
For
did it
Constitution.
also?
How is a 20?
This
Is a big boy.
Yeah, I was trying to see what we were working with.
Fair enough.
Oh no. Well, that's dice is gone.
Fair enough. Anything else?
4, 6, 7 for the second hit that hit, and then I'm done.
How much for the second hit to hit?
7 lightning.
7 lightning. Okay, understood. Yeah, that was great.
Yeah.
Well done. Well done indeed. That brings us to Qiro. Mighty Qiro. You have remained on your feet. There are survivors. There is, actually, yeah, you can see it over top of the buildings like a fucking Godzilla movie, like kind of through the trees. You see the shape of something too big. What do you do?
How far away is it from me?
Pretty far. Let's see here. You were to like dead sprint after it and try and get into melee. There'd be about 165 feet.
How long has it been since we've been in this hole?
We'll say, maybe like 30 minutes.
Oh yeah, that's gone then.
That's fair. 30 minutes.
That's fair. You said it's 165 feet?
Yeah, you got a little running to do. Yeah.
I'm just gonna dash till I get there. That's fine to do.
Okay. All right, you just take off.
That's large and wrong. Ha.
Yeah, you feel the ground trembling. 60 feet. Very good. That'll bring us to Sir Cederic Longwaffle. Sir Cederic, you have people in need, in dire need, and you also have a big worm to kill. What do you do?
How far away from it am I?
That is going to be 40 feet.
All right. And who else is around me there? There's the injured civilians and whom else?
Ember.
All right. With the long strider up, I've got a speed of 40, so I'm going to run up to it.
All right, charge bravely, 40 feet up to it.
And I'll yell over my shoulder as I run, clear them out of here. And then I'll do the thing I do, which is hit things with sticks.
Go for it.
It's a bonus action. I'll cast my shillelagh.
All right.
And we'll take a couple of shots here.
Okay.
That is going to be a 19 on the first. Or
hey, check the Zoom chat, everybody.
For 17 damage.
All right, it will take it.
Second shot is going to be a total of 27.
I think that might hit.
Yep. For another 17.
All right.
On the first one, I am going to sap it.
Okay.
So it has a disadvantage on its next attack roll.
Understood.
On the second one, I'm going to slow it.
Okay.
So negative 10 to its speed.
All right.
And then I'm going to cast Blade Ward with my third attack.
All right. Very good. Very good. Very good. Let's see. Okay. That is going to be that then. Well done, Sir Cederic. You come in and just start sending this stick against the body, start cracking against the carapace, start making openings where you can. Beverly, dutiful Beverly, is going to try and help the people. She is going to run over, say, okay, everybody up. We really gotta go now. Like, now. And she's just gonna like bonus action, like, she's basically gonna provide the help action to help out whoever needs that to kind of keep it moving, essentially. Which is going to bring us to the big worm. So, big worm doesn't like lightning or little man with stick. But lightning came from sky. Ah! You're buzzing right around his face like an annoying little zapping fly. There's also getting bashed around at the bottom there, and that's no fun. It's really a toss-up, so I'm just gonna roll dice. I'm gonna let the dice decide who's gonna get it. It looks like it's Cederic. It looks like it's gonna turn its head up, and it's gonna decide to go back down into the earth. And as it's going down, it's gonna take a snack with it. So Cederic, you look up and you're like, yeah, I'm the fucking best. As I'm sure Cederic says to himself, accurate internal dialogue. And you look up to see the great creature fucking come in down at you. It is sat or whatever. Disadvantage. At a disadvantage, that will be a... that is going to be a 22 to hit.
All right, it takes a negative D4 to its attack roll from the Blade Ward.
Okay, sure.
That is a 4, so that I guess would be an 18, which misses me.
Okay, excellent. It comes down to try and smash into you, and I guess we'll simply say that this little magical bubble just sort of managed to barely sort of ricochet its mighty teeth off of the side of you and burrows into the ground. On the way down,
I'm going to take a sentinel attack. Does it attack Cedric?
Yeah, by all means, go right ahead.
Thank you.
I will say, you can take your... he would have left your range in order to have hit Cederic, but you would have still got the opportunity regardless, so you're good. Go for it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. A 19 plus 8. What is that?
A hit is what it is.
Yes. Yeah. Where's the D? Look, don't talk about my fighterness. 6 more lightning damage, and it's stopped in place.
Understood. It's not going anywhere because of that. A sort of little nervous just kind of hits it. And as a sort of riposte, the ground will open up as its massive tail swings up out of the air in a humongous scorpion-like stinger is going to lance forward at Drysrinn to try and heal Drysrinn. That is going to be a 28 to hit. All right, here we go. So the stinger alone is going to do 20 points of piercing damage. That's just the stinger.
Yes, but can I deflect attack?
No, you've already used your reaction to...
Oh, that's right, I did. God.
So yeah, that's 20, but that's not the big damage. The big damage is the poison inside. Here it comes. You know what? I'm gonna roll this all at once because I don't get to do this one. It's 5, 6, 7. Come on. Perfect. Okay, here we go. 10. That's going to be 37 points of poison damage. Okay, and that is going to be that. But first and foremost, Cederic, you are going to be sort of the lone witness to this, or actually, perhaps... You are going to notice that the earth around the base of this creature that has created this massive tunnel by shooting its head up, you see footprints moving away from the tunnel with great haste, as if they climbed up and out of the tunnel created by the worm. But you see no one there. Let's see here.
I have a question. Would they have been hit in my breath attack the first round?
No, you are up here, my friend.
Well, because it can be a 30-foot line.
Oh, sure, but you surely shot it like this. Yeah?
Yeah. I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah. Okay, so what's gonna happen? We got some movement to do. Don't worry about all this, guys. This isn't anything that worth worrying about. Nothing. Actually, I gotta check something real quick. Okay, now we're talking. Actually, let's just make our lives easier here. Hang on, I'm doing a little Tailspire magic here for a second. Now, a little bit there. That's good enough. 25. Okay, here's what we're at. Yeah, nothing to worry about. That will indeed bring us to... I will say this. You do feel more motion under the ground. More sort of very large, just under the surface movement under the ground. That is not coming from the big purple one. But maybe comparable in size. There may be one or two of these big things. We'll have to see. But in the meantime, Ember Van's Island is your turn, and you kind of hear the sound of, just barely, but you've become quite a good adventurer at this point, just barely a little bit of the sound of kind of like pieces of metal kind of bumping against leather, which is very hard to see here, but it's almost like studded leather armor kind of moving around and the shifting of things right in front of you. But see nothing. What do you do?
Bonus action, activate elemental gift to give me 10 minutes worth of flight.
Very nice.
The move portion will be half to stand up.
All right.
And 15 foot to move up in the air.
All right, 15 feet you go up into the air. As you do so, there is going to be an opportunity attack upon you that you did not see coming, but might have heard coming. You feel the hot burning bite of steel across your flesh as you take a nat 20. That is going
I'll
to be...
I'll rebarbs that, if I can, as a reaction.
Can you hit something you can't see with that?
That's a good question. It's probably sight. Truth be told. Give me 2 seconds for me to...
No worries, take your time.
You mash release trying to target. Targeting creature in turn. You can see, so no, that's fine.
Okay, so you are... It's not too bad. you are going to take 15 piercing damage as you feel like a jaggedly serrated short sword bite across your flesh. And you look down to see a dwarf. A dwarf with chainmail, a shield, a really wicked, rough-looking weapon, and completely white eyes without pupils, and sort of not unlike a drow, not unlike Yvaine's mother, sort of like purplish obsidian skin. And
Okie dokie. Well, I come complete with my own answer to that particular problem.
Fair enough.
And now that I can see him, I wish to rebuke him.
Fair enough. Go for it.
That's Dex DC 18.
Okay. Dex DC 18. That is a hard fail.
Okay. Now, what the hell? There. 19 and 2 is 21 points of fire damage.
21 points of fire damage. That Durgar will take it, unhappily so. Well done.
And action. We might as well hit him with 3 Eldritch Blasts, because I can.
Hell yeah, go for it.
I'm just going to roll all 3 of them at once. Why does it add them? What the hell? Uh, 13. Lowest was an AC 22.
Those will all hit.
Okay. So we'll just stop. And that'll be the worst roll ever. $17 points of force damage.
Understood. This is from Hellish Rebuke?
No, the 21 points of damage was Hellish Rebuke.
Right.
This was Eldritch Blast.
Sorry, I lost track a little there. This dwarf slashed at you as he took up into the air. Before they could even get the shield around, they were blasted with hellfire and this eldritch energy, and they are barely standing, just obliterated by the magic power. You've already almost brought them to their knees. In fact, they probably won't walk away from this battle alive regardless. Oh, you took it at 20, didn't you?
Yes.
Do you want a lingering injury or an exhaustion?
I'll take exhaustion.
Oh, fair enough. Okay, is there anything else for Ember Banzai?
Nope, that's bonus action. That's the whole kit and caboodle.
Beautiful. Okay, that brings us to the commoners. The commoners all easily, or actually, they might not stand up. We will find out. We are going to roll basically a morale check because things are fucking crazy, and people don't always do the logical thing in an emergency. Sometimes they panic and run in all different directions. We're going to find out how they do. Okay, good news and bad news. 2 of them rolled nat 20s for their morale, and these 2 sort of, come on, we gotta get out of here, I saw a rope over there! And they stand up 15 feet, and they're going to run 15 feet in this direction, and Both of them are going to kind of jump into the brush to hide, and they hide very, very well with a 19 and a natural 20. So those two do fantastically. These two do not do well. These two can go completely panic. And I'm going to roll on the confusion chart.
Did they get advantage because Bev was helping?
Bev is helping across town.
Okay.
So those guys absolutely will.
I lost track of who was standing where. Sorry.
No problem. No problem at all. No problem at all. Okay, these two guys. Guy number one. Apparently, very luckily, just is gonna like. He's gonna scream, but he will act normally, and he will just sort of like stand up and dead sprint towards the rope and try and get the fuck out of here. He is panicking, but he is moving in the right direction. The next guy does the same thing. Luck is on your side. He's like, let's get the fuck out of here. They're not very quiet about it, but they are on the move to try and escape Big Worm Monster, which is great news. Who else? Where else do we have survivors? We have... Oh, not them. They didn't find anybody. It is you guys who found the big survivor hall. Beverly is indeed helping these four, so they will all receive advantage on their morale checks here. Success. Great success. Success, and... Man, only one of them panics. But, okay, so here's what happens. They all stand up. These guys start going, okay, yeah, we'll follow after you, and run like in this direction, 60-foot dash. That was not quite enough. 60-foot dash, 60-foot dash. You can go even further. This guy, however, completely freaks out, and as this guy runs up behind him, he's going to turn around and like just wildly swing his arm back at him, sort of fearful that some kind of enemy or villain has ran up behind him and just kind of blindly swings upon his ally. Luckily, completely misses. This guy goes, "What the hell?" and just keeps running. Beverly is going to stay with this guy. Just says, it's okay, come with us. Yeah, and we'll leave no man behind. These three guys over here. Success, failure, and success. These two guys are like, let's get the fuck out of here. We should probably stay in a group and proceed to our nearest emergency exits in case of something bad happening. And they all get up real successfully. This guy, however, didn't read the safety notice about potholes. And he's basically going to do what the guy does, what a person does when they're panicking and they're drowning. He's going to run up to you, Yvaine, and essentially he's going to like grab onto you and be like, "Save me!" Essentially, he runs over. It doesn't wound you in his like mad charge or anything like that. He doesn't even grapple you or anything. He just kind of almost like falls over himself like at your feet and is kind of like, please. He isn't grappling you by any measure, but he's like right in front of you, just like panic begging you to save him. That is going to be the commoners. I don't believe there's any other to worry about in our little world here. There's these two guys. Hang on, let me check on them. Yeah, these two guys proceed to the exit. So things are going pretty good with the commoners. It could be going a lot worse. Let me tell you that. It seems that luck is on your side. Meanwhile, charge to the battlefield. Here comes the cavalry. These guys charge to the battlefield. Sergeant Longwaffle is such a silly name. Is going to use a bonus action. Or is it to half its speed straight towards the end? Let's see that. Is going to use tactical charge. It's a bonus action to use half for speed to get a little extra run in. and proceed towards the enemy. And essentially, that's what all the other guys are going to do. All right, these guys are like, come on, men. Oh shit, we don't want to take this barrel with us. That was an accident entirely. So that's 30 feet to there. These guys are veterans. They have been serving bravely under Von Waffle for some time. They have enough range. They're going to pull out their heavy crossbows. Because they have the heavy crossbow expert feats, they will get 2 attacks each. It's not their best thing, but it is safest. One of them rolls a nat 20. There's a miss as well. The other guy misses, and a hit with a 23. So 2 hits. That is very, very good for them. So first guy is going to roll 1, 2. That's going to be 5. That's going to be 25 points damage on the crit. That is very impressive. I promise you, it's very impressive. 25. And the other guy, still fairly impressive. That's going to be 18 damage from the other guy. Good job, Bills. As for the last of my guards, who am I missing? I got them off one of you. 2 guards fell over somewhere. Hide those guys. Oh, it's these fellas. Okay, they stand up. They run a brave 15 feet towards their adversary. And I believe they've got range enough to shoot some heavy crossbows. Ooh, that is a little far for a clean shot, so they will take the dash action. Close some ground. That is going to bring us to Yvaine and Happy. Yvaine, this guy is not by any means grappled you, but he's he's done the very pathetic thing of grabbing onto your shirt, kind of sliding down your body, please, and he's on his knees in front of you. What do you do?
She's gonna look over her shoulder to Beverly, who I believe is right over her shoulder, isn't she?
She sure is.
Yeah, and say, Beverly, get him to safety. And what am I seeing? Worm? What am I seeing? Am I seeing anything other than survivors?
As it stands, I would say you can barely see the creature through the leaves of the trees, kind of like a real, if we're getting real aesthetic about it, this kind of situation, you know? Kind of that's your visibility on the worm. Barely visible to you. You could run into this house and get a better view, so try and cut across it.
What if I bonus action dragon wings and go 20 feet up in the air, take my movement, but I'd be able to see it better then?
20 feet. Absolutely. We're gonna give you a little extra boost, because why not? And yes, you have a nice... It's a big enough creature. Yes, you have a clean shot. You're pretty far away, but you got a clean shot.
How far?
I should probably do this as a cylinder. Hang on. You are 160 feet from the bad guy. But you see it in all of its horrible glory.
All right. Well, fuck. I am going to... Alright, so that was movement, and that was my bonus action, so I can still cast a spell, and I'm going to summon a dragon.
Why not? What does your dragon look like? I gotta pick the right name here.
Yeah, I've got to figure out what I'm looking to deal with over here. Yeah, okay, so... metallic. I think I have to call a chromatic dragon, to be honest with you.
Any preference?
Oh, fuck it. I'm going to call a green.
A green?
Well, all right, now
Oh, yeah.
here's how it's going to work. Actually, I'm going to. What does lightning? Is there
Blue is light, if you want chromatic.
is there a metallic that is lightning?
There is. I believe that is not bronze. What does lightning? I think it's bronze. Yeah, copper does acid, bronze, and then
Might be brass. Brass or
yeah.
desert guys, I think.
Let me check that. That sounds actually more correct.
Whichever one does lightning, that's the one that I'm going to call. But I'm also going to take poison resistance.
Brass is fire. It is indeed bronze that does lightning. Quick check. Yeah, because they're sea creatures. They like the sea.
Oh, excellent. So yes, I will.
Yes, bronze. All right, bronze, dude. The coolest, in my opinion. Bronze. Oh, let's try.
And
Ooh. Oh, it's just a statue. Oh, look at that dragon. How big is it?
it is a large creature,
Hell yeah, dude.
and it is corporeal. So I can ride it, and it has blind sight and dark vision.
So it's appearing underneath you. You sort of open your legs and cast
Yeah.
the spell, and it appears.
Yeah.
The guy on the ground just saw you sprout dragon wings and then grow a dragon between your legs, and he has completely lost all panic and confusion. He just goes, I can't comprehend anything I've seen in the last 10 seconds, so I'm gonna just curl. Actually, he just curls up. He's on the ground. He's like, I'm done.
Congratulations. You shock and awed him.
Yeah,
Well done.
I feel shocked and awed in this moment. It's like, this is just so beyond comprehension. I'm not even mad. Okay. Anything else?
No. That will it be it. I don't. Now, technically, he goes right after me. I don't know if that's this time around or next time around. But if it is this time around, he's at least going to close the distance, and he can fly at 60 feet.
All right. Your dragon goes, hear me, for I am the mighty Bellerophon. I have scoured these lands when... sorry, that went on. And he just takes off and flies 60 feet, ever closer towards, proudly roaring and billowing as he goes. Should I dash? You want me to try to dash?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, okay. And he keeps going. And it's gonna get to here. You are very lined up for your next round. Hell yeah. Cavalry. Anything else, Yvaine?
No, that's it. But thank you.
All right. At the top of the round, Drysrinn. What would you like to do, Monk?
I'm gonna repeat round one again, except for. Well, yeah, we'll just breath attack.
Breath attack. Go for it.
It's a DC 17 dex save.
That is a failure.
Wonderful. 1d10. While I'm doing that, I'm also gonna hit it a second time while I'm here. Does a 16 hit?
No, it does not.
Wonderful.
Bounces off
Okay.
the armor as if it were made of solid steel.
That's fine. We are going to spend a key point for Fury of Blows.
All right.
That wasn't right. That also doesn't hit. Does a 19 hit?
Does a 19 hit? Yes, it does. Steel's got nothing on you.
And then I'm gonna let go. 10, 11, 12 lightning damage from the breath attack. And then 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 lightning from the hit.
12 lightning from the hit. Well done. Well done indeed. It is bloodied as of now. Cederic and Drysrinn are a deadly duo. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
I'm gonna let go of it also. Like, I'm gonna.
Okay, God. Yeah, that's fair. You look. So you back up after fucking punching. Okay, excellent. If there's nothing else, that will bring us to the mighty Qiro. Qiro, what are you doing? Keeping it rolling?
How far away is it from where I am now?
Straight as the bird flies. That would be 100 and... Well, to get into melee, I'd give you 100 feet.
Can I see it from where I am?
You cannot see it from where. Or, you know what? There's a little crack in the tree. There's some breakage in the tree. Just because it's foliage... Yeah, I'll see that you, like, catch little glimpses of it through holes in the trees as you run by.
This is either going to be real great or real stupid, but that's what D&D's for. She's going to take her... She's going to dash, take her... And she's going to dash as her action, and then she's going to action surge to take the other dash. That altogether is 90 feet. So it doesn't get her all the way there, but it gets her a lot closer.
Got it. Well, tell you what. 30 feet gets you around the corner until you have a very clear, plain view of the creature. If that matters to you, before you take the action dash.
Does, because if 30 feet gets me line of sight, 30 feet is her speed.
Yeah.
So if that's the case, 30 feet gets me line of sight, I'm Eldritch Blasting it, because again, we're trying something different here. I think she gets 3? She does get 3 now.
Yeah, at this, yeah, I think so. 3 at level 12? That sounds right. Yeah. Sounds right.
Oh, yep, 3. I got 3 at 11.
Yep.
I could have 7 too. Oh, but I don't crit because it's warlock stuff. The lowest one is a 14, which I don't think hits.
No.
And then I rolled an 18 plus 7, which is a 25, and then a 19 plus 7, which is a 26.
Those will both hit.
Can I, because I can do this with my pack weapon, can I change all of those to radiant damage instead of force damage?
Sure.
Yay. That's 3d10, and then because we leveled up, I now get to add my charisma bonus onto that.
Got it.
Nope. 10 and 2 is 12, plus 3 is 15.
15 damage?
All together.
Got it. Alright, you blast it twice. One ricochets off of its hard carapace. Well done. Is there anything else?
Actually, she will action surge to get her the 30 feet closer just so that she'll be able to get within melee next turn. If there is a next turn.
Absolutely. 30 feet gets you right to there. Well done. Okay. That is going to bring us to Sir Cederic Longwaffle. What do you do, sir?
I'm going to do what I do, and I hit it.
Fair enough. He's going to do what he does.
And the first one's going to be a 27.
Alright.
There's only 10 damage.
Got it.
But I will sap it with that hit.
Alright.
Second one. And let's make this the booming blade.
Okay, sure.
That's going to be a total of 21 to hit.
Yes.
So that is going to be 20 blood. Actually, 20 force damage from the shillelagh. plus another 8 of thunder damage.
Sorry, what was the total there?
Between the two, 28.
28. Understood. Well done. All right. Anything else? Could you try again?
Yeah, with that one, I don't think there's technically any limits on a topple, so we'll see if we can make it fall over.
Okay. What's the roll?
It is a con save.
That'll be a 27.
Yeah, okay. It's worth a shot.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, these boys got some constitution.
Oh, third attack is only going to be a 13. I'm sure that misses.
Yeah, that'll miss, unfortunately.
All right. And then with the bonus action attack with the back end, that's an 18 to hit.
18 just hits. Well done.
All right, that's another 10 damage.
Another 10 damage. Fair enough.
And I guess I will. Well, you never know. I might as well just keep make these saving throws. We'll try another topple.
Okay. That is going to be 29 save.
All right, and then let's do a strength save with the shield.
Okay.
Actually, I think that's a shove, and I don't think I can shove something that big. So never mind.
Okay.
That's it. Actually, I'll try and circle around to the other side of it, trying to keep its attention away from vulnerable people.
Okay, fair enough. How much speed you got? You got 40, right?
40, yeah.
Okay, good. You can do a little bit of a circumference here to like there. Very well. Excellent, excellent. Okay. Come on. All right. Moving right along. Okay. Beverly, here we go. Some NPC action. Beverly's like, come on, sir. Don't give up, sir. Fuck it. And she's just gonna grab him. She succeeds on grappling the commoner. He's like, wait! And she's just gonna like drag him. She's got 15 feet. She's like, come with me if you want to live. And she's gonna grab the other guy. And she now has two commoners sort of like under each arm. She's gonna say, get to the chopper! And that is going to be giant worm time. It is going to, let's see here. You punched it while I was trying to leave. Fuck you for that. It's going to try and eat you alive. Here we go. That one is going to be hot 22. All right. 22. That is going to be. Oh, I need to get some more dice. I ain't got enough dice. Give me some more of these. One. That's enough. That is going to be. That is going to be 25 points of damage. It grabs you and just sort of slices you between its second and third row of teeth and grapples and restrains you as it does so. It is
Can I use Wrath of the Storm?
I don't know, sure.
It's a reaction to hit it.
Okay.
Actually, it makes a dex save and I lightning it.
Oh, it rolls a nat 20 this time for an 18.
For what?
18 to hit or 18 to save?
Yes. Yes, it does. What's that?
Okay.
But it does take half damage.
All right. Hey, let's put
So-
Drysrinn properly where Drysrinn should be, right?
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah. Mm-hmm. 7, 8, 9. 9 points of lightning damage.
All right, it will take the 9 points of lightning damage. It is very hurt. It is now going to swallow you.
Yeah,
Make me a strength saving throw.
that's not good. 15?
15 is a failure.
Yeah.
The creature, as Drysrinn's just like punching it like fucking Vegeta, this giant monster is like, fuck you, little ant creature, and just clamps down on Drysrinn, and someone goes, and Drysrinn vanishes behind 3 sets of teeth, each one the size of any individual amongst you. The largest individual gets you, and Drysrinn disappears inside the creature. You are now grappled, restrained, blinded, but in total cover from damage outside the creature. And we'll get to all the other fun stuff as you fall into its acidy stomach. But that is for later, don't worry about that. It is, however, going to take its big old stinger tail and it's going to send it at Cederic now. If I attacked and the first time it didn't work, just switch is probably its great logic. All right, Cederic, here it comes. Probably not going to hit with a 17.
No.
No, I am rolling like shit. And it is going to begin to go down because it's been hurt, in which the booming blade goes off, I believe.
It does.
All right. It doesn't know. It's kind of stupid. It's just hungry.
Yeah, it's going to be 14 thunder damage.
All right. 14 thunder damage hurts it. It is very, very, very hurt, but it is not dead, and it is going to funnel beneath the ground and away from this horrible, horrible combat, because god damn it, this really hurt it. It hurt its body horribly. I'm going to do a quick
Do I
reorganization.
get a attack of opportunity as well?
You most certainly would, I believe.
Let's do that. It's a natural 1. Never mind.
You and your stick gets stuck in the ground behind you as it's so strong it just lodged itself into the earth and unfortunately gets away before your strike. Okay, the purple worm is left because that hurt. That hurt a great deal. Give me a moment. I'm just gonna patch that ground there. Give me a little dirt. Rub some dirt on it. Where are you, nature? Immersion's important, folks. Immersion is important. There, that is where it used to be. Fantastic. Next comes, Ember. You're like, you got a lot to take in. This guy's almost dead, and suddenly she kind of roars out, and her body is going to grow twice its size. She's going to enlarge herself. She is going to do a little hop. Actually, more importantly, someone else has got to do something first. Yeah, we'll do that. This one is going to appear over here. Equally sized and big. One over here, a much more built-in, like actually really fine-looking sort of layered plate armor. Very, very, well-dressed. He's gonna do his thing. He's going to speak in Undercommon. Yvaine, you see this man, he raises his this crazy hammer over his head. This like oppressive, mean, like pointed hammer over his head. and undercommonly is going to say, "Dark dwarves, strike at our enemies for the crawling king!" And appearing from invisibility are going to be a lot of bad guys. So I got some stuff to do here, quick. Come on, boys. Time to grow up. There you go.
Whenever allowed, Yvaine will translate on the fly.
Okay, cool. He's just flying over. He said, and just calling it out. That'll draw you some attention, I'm sure. We'll get to all of that.
I'm sorry, I thought I was like 30 feet away from it.
Well, if you're calling loud enough to inform all of your allies about what it's saying in its language, I'm sure it'll notice, right? If your allies can hear you, they can hear you.
Fair enough.
Okay. Yeah, from beneath you, these guys are going to attack you. They're fellas. Okay, how are we best going to do this? So as they peer from invisibility, they will move as one. Or that is what they do. They each have 2, so they will appear from invisibility, and they're going to each throw tree log-sized javelins up at your dragon from invisibility, and so they will all have advantage as they do so. All right, I have 3 strikes for you, Yvaine. The first of which is 22.
I will hit.
Second is going to miss with a 12, I'm sure. And
That is
the
correct.
last is a modified 20.
That will also hit.
Okay, dragon is going to take. This is a total damage. 8. Oh god. 13, 16. That's going to be 18 points of piercing damage to your dragon.
Okay.
They will now charge Qiro. They are very specific about how they surround. They move in very tight phalanxed formations and basically form a shield wall around you, Qiro, sort of holding you between them. And they're going to take their short swords out and sort of strike over them like Roman legionaries would. Okay, here we go. One of them will have or 2 of them will have a flank, one of them will not. Yeah, one of them's not going to have a flank. Okay. Oh. So it's going to be 18 to hit. No.
Nope.
Next one is going to be even less.
Nah.
And the last one is a modified 20.
Yeah, that one hits.
All right, the one that didn't have advantage hits instead. That's great. That's going to be 10 points of piercing damage as, again, these swords, these like serrated, like gnarled, terrible gnarly blades just rip across your flesh. Like something that was pulled out of like a pile of waste in like nuclear apocalypse. Like fucking just jagged, shitty made blades. Intentionally so, probably. Okay, now we got more stuff to do. We got these fellas over here, who will move as one. I think they want a piece of that dragon, each of them. And I think they're gonna... I put that up a little bit, but they will just sort of form up over here, as they do. Actually, that's one we'll kind of back to back for flavor. And they'll all throw 2 volleys of javelins at your dragon again. First attack is advantage from invisibility. That's going to be 22 to hit.
All right.
Next one is going to be 24 to hit.
Okay.
And probably not going to hit with a 15.
No.
No. I'm just going to get them all out of the way. I got 3 more for you. That's a miss. That is a 19 to hit.
Yes.
And the last one's a miss. So that is 3 hits by my count.
Yes.
All right. I'll just roll them all as one. That makes it 37 total points of piercing damage amongst the 3 attacks.
Alrighty then. Yeah. So the dragon is barely. Like, you have a feeling if you on it, it would fall over.
Understood.
Can we heal spirits?
I don't know.
It's corporal.
It is corporeal. His hit points. Probably. Probably.
We're about to find out.
I don't see why not.
If it's a summon spell that says you summon a creature, you can heal it.
Yeah, if it says you summon a creature, I think it says, I don't know. Take a look at it. If it has a stat block, it's usually meant to be considered a creature.
Oh, well then, yeah. Perfect.
But yeah, double check just in case. These guys are going to. It's a tough call. It's a tough call. I think these guys are just gonna try and get Ember. I only have a 5-foot reach though, but they can do like little hops. Yeah, you know what? That's what I think we're gonna do. We're gonna get this guy in the air, fellas. They're gonna sort of try and get you. However, these two are going for you, fella. You dangerous. You've proven yourself a threat on the field of battle. So these two are going to be here. And I think just from this almost point-blank range, they're just going to throw a round of javelins at you, Cederic. So there'll be 4 javelin throws, 2 at advantage, attacking from invisibility. There we go. That's a miss. That is a 23.
Miss.
23 misses.
I have a 21 and I rolled a 3 on the blade word.
Did you cast Blade Ward?
Yeah, as one of my first round.
Oh, and it just persists pretty much forever, right?
It's a concentration for 1 minute.
Got it. Yeah, very cool. Last one is a nat 20.
Well, yeah, sure.
Still very, very, very impressive. That's going to be... It's going to be 25 points of damage. From one of the javelins. One bounces right off of your blade board very well. And these last guys, I think each one in turn is going to sort of jump into the air and like take 2 swipes at you, Ember. This one is not invisible and so will strike plainly. Get those out of the way. One's going to completely miss.
Actually, he'll have advantage, Ryan. He's got a flank.
Well,
from
you're
the guy
up in
on the
the
opposite
air.
side.
You're up in the air, so they can't be on opposite sides of you, right? It's to my mind they like jump one at a time. They're not so they're coordinated. They're not that coordinated. Okay, by twos. They also can't jump high enough, so they're kind of diagonal striking at you right that. So no, first guy is going to completely miss on the first attack. Modified 20 on the second.
That hits.
Excellent. I'm just going to get them all out of the way if it's cool with you.
That's fine.
That's going to be a 22 to hit. That is going to be a... well, that's it because that was an advantage. Last attack is going to be... 23 to hit. Okay, that was 4 strikes. 3 of them hit. I'm just going to start there. Those guys out of the way. That's half of them. So it's going to be 4, 8, 12. I'll do all the damage together just to make life easy. That's
okay.
12. It's going to be 30. That's going to be 8. That's going to be 42 points of piercing damage.
Okie dokie.
And now for our last attacks, last round of attacks. That's going to be a 22 to hit. And a 21 to hit. And 2 misses. Yeah. Okay, I'll get those 2 attacks out of the way. And that is going to be... 4 is 9, is 15 is 18 22 points of damage. And that's all we got. Well, that's all they got. This main guy who raised his axe or his big hammer in the air has some moves of his own. He doesn't like your dragon, Yvaine. Dragons are known to be very scary creatures. He is going to look at these 3 guys, and he is going to shout in Undercommon, "I call you to arms to slay that dragon and its rider!" And he is going to give each one of those 3 guys an extra attack as a reaction. So they will each take 1 more javelin swing at you. I will do them 1 at a time because I heard you were low. First one's going to miss, which is fortunate. Second one's going to miss. And the third one does a 19 hit.
Silvery barbs.
Okay, silvery barbs.
And take 6 off, or take a d6 off the next roll.
Yeah. The next roll is a natural 20. So who would you like to give your advantage to?
Take it for myself.
Fair enough. That is going to be 6, 12. That's going to be 18 points of damage.
Okay, so the dragon is gone. I'm fine.
All right, the dragon is gone. Okay, you were mounted onto it, so you were not aloft. So I believe that would mean you fall.
I had the wings.
Do you have a hover speed?
I mean, I can fly.
I know you can fly, but you were not like in flight when you had fallen off this thing, right?
I am checking because I don't know.
Okay.
Sorry, ceremony. I'm sorry, I've never been asked this question before.
Yeah, no worries. No worries at all. Yep. Hover means that you can't be knocked prone or like out of the air. Without that, a fly speed means that you must use the entirety of your movement or you fall out of the air.
I can't see that it says one way or the other.
It says you gain a fly speed equal to your movement speed, probably, right? Or like a 20-foot fly speed.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that if it only says fly speed, then that's probably it. I would have included it next to it. So I would say you probably fall out of the air at this time. So 40 feet. You land. I don't think you're reaching a 40 acrobatics or athletics DC, so we'll just say you fall. And that is going to be... that's going to be 14 bludgeoning damage as you hit the ground.
All right.
Okay, bad guy turn done. Thank you for your patience. That will bring us to Ember Van Zyl. I'll tell you what. I think we should take our break. We're a little into it. Bad guy's turn's done. We know where we're coming into. We will be back in about 15, 20 minutes, if that's cool with everybody.
Sure.
Okay. So Yvaine has not fallen, and whatever damage I gave to you, take back if you haven't. Whatever happened there.
Thank you.
Ember, you're up to bat, my friend. You've got a bunch of murderous, very tall dwarves beneath you. What do you do?
I'm gonna go up another 20 feet.
You know what? That's fair. 20 feet. All right, you fly up into the air. What next?
Now, I looked at this while we were on break. I think there is a spot that puts the 2 on Cederic, the 4 on me, and the commander all within a 40-foot diameter sphere.
Oh, fuck. A 40-foot diameter sphere.
20
diameter.
Diameter.
Sorry.
20-foot radius sphere.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe those were bigger than I thought they were. That could be.
Yeah, sorry. Maybe the perspective's a little skewed because of how big everything is. You can certainly get all these guys beneath you. That's easy enough. You get the commander solitarily. You get these 2 guys solitarily.
No, I'll go for the 4.
All right, 4 it is. 4 at your feet. They're going to learn the meaning of pain. Go ahead and roll me your dice. Roll the dex saves.
Yeah, I'm just thinking that I'm going to, we're going to spend some charges.
All right.
I think they ought to be on the receiving end of something appropriately epic.
Fair enough.
I think they'll get 5 charges worth.
14 was the highest.
And that means they will all fail their saves. That is awesome and fantastic.
Very nice.
Fun. Oh, actually, if I do it this way, I'll just auto take it off. I don't have to do it the hard way. Yay! Well, I didn't do what I wanted to do. 11, 12.
Hell yeah. For perspective, I guess. Abracadabra, Alakazee, get your shit away from me.
Yeah, that'll be 46 points of damage.
A colossal explosion rocks the ground. All 4 of these dudes are suddenly properly sized dwarves, laying on their back and charred to a nice crisp. And no longer with us.
And Ember will scream, "Hey, fuckface, come get some."
He looks at you with the look of someone who doesn't exactly know what you just said, but can probably gather the essence.
He gets the Nero.
Yeah, absolutely. Incredible. Is there anything else?
That's move action. I don't think I've got anything bonus action wise. Let me take a quick look. Yeah, no.
Alrighty then. That will bring us to our wee commoners. These 2 guys are on the way out. I'm not worried about. I'm basically not going to account for them. They entered stealth. They're fleeing. These guys had good enough sense to just run their asses off, so they're going to keep doing so. Yeah, I'm not worried about those guys at all. I'm worried about these guys. These guys are the ones that worry. So these guys have just been grabbed by the ear by Beverly for all intents and purposes. So they're just gonna go on her turn, because they're these guys, however, are gonna all run over to here, 60 foot. And they're gonna look down and see all these Duragar. They're gonna go ah! They're gonna start running in the other direction, and that is that pretty much. Yeah, they decide they don't want to go in that direction. But that's pretty much that. The morale check and the confusion stuff was only for the first round. If they weren't being attacked or anything, that is. So that will bring us to the commander. Alright, here we go. Here is some real fucking long waffle hero shit coming in hot. We've got full Westruun! This guy runs in. Full Westruun! Says Long Waffle. She charges into melee. Great sword. Everyone's like, holy shit! Yeah, she pulls out this comically massive great sword off of her back. And is gonna, you know what? I think she's an axe kind of girl. She pulls off a great axe off her back, very impressively so. This old boy over here is gonna be on the crossbow. We got these two fellas here who are gonna close the distance. I'm gonna get all the distance out of the way before I take any attacks. Full Westruun! Okay, these two guys are going to shoot on the big leader man. Let's do that first. Here we go. Big leader man, how art thou? Okay, first shot. Second shot. Third and fourth. One actually manages to get around plate armor and pierce him in the back. Great news. Ooh, not bad on the damage. 17 damage. That's pretty good. That's 117. That's too much. Could you imagine? Normal garden, 117 damage in one shot. Okay, so that's that. Those two fellas. These two fellas have charged in. For Westruun! Cover the sergeant! Each one is gonna pick one of these fellas and take some shots. First shot misses. Second shot hits. And then a miss, and then another miss. So one shot will connect. 6 is going to be 7 damage to this fella here with the crazy anime hair. This guy's going to just take some point blank heavy crossbow shots. Ooh, natural one misses the sergeant, which is great news. And another natural one misses the sergeant again. Oh, that's crazy. So yeah, in a full Aragorn way, Cederic, you like have just been battling purple worms. You see these two guys coming for you, and your sister just sort of like charges between you and them. Great sword aloft, and is going to take some big swings. That is going to be a natural 20. That is going to be a 26. That is going to be a 15, which does not hit on 3 attacks. 2 do hit, however. She is going to use... she's going to, as she hits, she's going to use maneuver, and she's going to allow her ally to run into the melee as well. To actually grant her a flank, I'll allow her to re-roll that last attack, which hits in that case, if she's smart. That is going to be damage now, is what it's going to be. It also gives that guy sap, so he's disadvantaged on his next attack roll. That is going to be 4, 10, 4, so this could be 16 slashing damage on the first blow. Second blow. Yeah, that's right. Okay, cool. I felt wrong for a second. 8, 12, 17 damage on the second strike. Ooh, Sergeant Longwaffle going in hot. And last attack is going to be enough to slay the Duragar. So yeah, you turn around, Cederic. Not that you were unprepared or anything. You're pretty good at this. But to your shock, your sister comes in, faces this most dangerous monstrous of warriors that is 3 times her size, and just goes to work on it with the skill of an up-and-coming battle master, and just lays into him one after the other and slays him in 3 attacks. And that is going to bring us to Yvaine and Happy. Yvaine, you are still flying because your wings have a mind of their own. What do you do? Qiro is a little cornered. You got some guys beneath you. What's the plan?
Yeah, I was going to say, what can I see?
So you got big boss man over here who's just been challenged by Ember. You got this one guy who's probably about to have his life removed by Cederic. There are these 3 guys who just took down your dragon. And then you got these 3 guys who are surrounding Qiro and blocking the way for the survivors.
Okay, so for the 3 people who are blocking the way from the survivors.
All right.
The first thing I want to do is see if is there any direction I can move where I can get some sort of cover, be it at the top of the trees or on a roof or something. Is there anything like that in the nature of...
How much speed you got?
Well, I have Misty Step.
Okay. With 30, how much speed do you have?
20, so I'll be able to go 50.
So with 50 feet, you could use that chimney as cover by the end of your turn if you wish.
Yes, I believe so. And then that's bonus action and movement. That means I can still cast a spell. Is that correct? So as long as it is a
Misty Step is a leveled spell, so you
right,
can
so
do a cantrip.
I can do a cantrip. So I do have Starry Wisp. Has anyone been hit already?
Of these guys, I don't think so. Yeah,
all right,
none of these guys.
I'm going to aim at one of the ones on Qiro. That's the middle one.
Okay, sure.
Will it's a shitty roll. Will an 18 hit?
It sure will.
Oh, sweet. That's lovely because it wasn't a great roll. Where are you? There you are. For 25 points of damage.
Ooh. That bloodies them in one foul hit. Very well done.
And I'm gonna go take my Misty Step in my movement and find myself some fucking cover.
All right, 45 feet later, you have a nice chimney between you and everybody else.
Oh, good.
Hell yeah. All right, if there's nothing else, that will bring us to Drysrinn. Hey, friend. Guess what? You take 30 points of damage.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Hold the phone. I rolled for it. My apologies.
Oh, okay.
No, you have been digested right into the stomach acid. You're gonna take 6, 7, 10. It's gonna be 15 points of acid damage.
That's so smart.
Yeah, not as bad as the big 30.
I was gonna be at 11 hit points.
Oh, don't worry, I'll keep going.
I'm at 26 currently.
You feel this lurch in your belly, not just from the horrible pain that you're in, from your skin being eaten away by an acid meant to eat away at people your size, but you feel the lurch of speed. This creature is descending. You feel the pressure in your ears building, and you feel the sort of hard feeling of like rock being smashed and moved around, and maybe even bits of rock sort of like falling in around you through its throat as it is tunneling into the ground by eating through rock.
Wonderful.
What would you like to do? You are grappled and restrained, so you can't move. You can still attack at disadvantage, though.
Yes. We're gonna run the first move back. Another breath attack, adding channeled divinity.
Go for it.
17 dex save.
Well, I don't think it can dodge you while you are inside. I'll roll it. I guess nothing technically says it can't.
I don't. It's a 30-foot cone or a 15-foot cone or a 30-foot line.
Well, it comes from your. Sorry, this is your breath weapon. No,
yeah.
I'm gonna say he can't dodge you. I move my bowels at such a rate that, like, no, you're good.
Damage.
How much damage?
30, because I added channel divinity.
You roar and spit lightning from you that suddenly turns the pitch black of its stomach into like a horrific sort of like strobe where you see the inside sort of ribbed esophagus that you're stuck within, and the lightning scorching and burning from the inside out as you see, which is a good and bad sight, is it blasts through the intestine that you're in, not freeing you, but giving you a view as it blasts through the damaged carapace that Cederic's been battering away at. And as it shatters, you see just for a second, like serrated sharp rock traveling by at like 50 feet around. As it
Draconic
comes,
flight should still be activated.
Draconic what?
Flight?
Yeah.
I activated it earlier, so.
Got it. So this is what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
It comes. So you see this, and you're like, "Oh shit!" As there's like all this rock there, and as it stops moving and sort of is just writhing in pain and sort of a death throw as you kill it, you are ejected.
Oh, wonderful.
From the through the esophagus, out through the damaged hole, covered in acid, spit, and guts, and pressed between the carapace and the stone wall. You have effectively been buried alive.
Wonderful.
What's your next move?
Yeah.
So that was your action. I believe.
Yeah, I mean, technically I could punch something, but...
You could punch something, but it's dead.
It's dead.
So you are... You're in pitch black. Yeah, you're somewhere underground. You are... I'm going to say you're in difficult terrain. We're going to call it difficult terrain. So you can start trying to crawl to safety.
Fun thing about the feat I took, which is called Speedy. If I'm dashing, I ignore difficult terrain.
Yes, you can. On your next round, you can pick up some speed, absolutely.
110 feet, specifically.
Wow. Okay.
I have a movement of 55, and I have flight, and if I punch it, and I make it, it can't do a strength save. So if I punch it 10 feet away from me, can I get out from underneath it?
Absolutely not. This is the ground. This is the tunnel that you are in. This is its bottom.
Yeah.
You are like right
there,
like pried between its massive carapace body and the stone wall it created. So you're like this right now. And next round, you're also suffocating, by the way.
Yeah.
But next round, you could be like, I am speed, and certainly start making the way the fuck out of it. But for the time being, you're getting a nice earthy hug. Right now.
Wonderful.
Excellent. So you just kind of shimmy out of there. You're no longer being digested or acidly burned, but you're buried alive, and we'll see if that lasts next session. Or,
Can I bonus
next
action heal myself?
Sure. Yeah.
Healing word my way.
Cool. Yeah, I don't see why not. Absolutely. Well, things are just great. Okay. That is going to... Oh, by the way, Drysrinn, lucky you. These heavy earth tremors are no longer happening, under your feet. They're happening all around. Anyway, that is going to bring us to Qiro. Qiro, what do? You are surrounded.
Unfortunately for them, fortunately for me, that's the worst place for them to be. Can I see the guy that Ember challenged? How far away from me is he?
You're surrounded by these guys, and you're like, what's over there, actually? He is 85 feet.
Perfect.
I don't know if you could see him all that well, though, is the issue.
Oh no, I don't need
Okay.
to see him. I need to see ground around him. Like anywhere around him.
Yeah, I'd say you can see the ground right next to him.
Perfect. So I never get to use the spell, because usually my punch buddy is right next to me. She's swallowed at the moment, so we're gonna pull this out and see if it works. I'm gonna cast Thunder Step. They're gonna have to make a con 15 save,
fuck.
and I'm going 80 feet right next to him.
God damn it.
To be a nuisance, and I live to be a nuisance to as many people as possible. It is quite my job. My job.
Damn, over 10 combat. Over level 10 combat. Okay. Con
She
save,
raised
you
a
say,
problem. Raised a
let's
problem.
go. That is going to be a 13, a 13, and a 15.
Fail. The 15 meets it. It's a con 15. So
It's
they
a
take
beat.
half damage.
Got it.
Cute, sweet, lovely. Oh, I'm so excited. 10 plus 14 is full damage, 17 is half. 7 is half.
Understood. Okay. Alright. You blast them. The one that Yvaine blast last turn is barely alive. Slightly more aware because he's damaged and hurt and wants to not be dead. Oh! They have advantage on their dex saves because they're in a phalanx.
It's a con save.
Oh, it's a con save. Never mind. It doesn't fucking matter. They're like, shields! And the shields bash them in the face as they blast away from them.
It's thunder damage. You chose the wrong weapon for today.
We don't know your stat sheet!
It's okay.
Alright, you appear beside this giant dwarf who turns and looks at you with leering, glowing purple irises.
In response, bonus action, because she technically hasn't, she has been bare-fisted this entire time. Bonus action pops out her trident.
You draw forth the trident. Excellent. He will pick up his big ass hammer and over his shoulder and pick up his shield and prepares for single combat.
I'm in melee with him?
You bet.
Perfect. Then that is the end of my turn. That's exactly where I want to be.
Fair enough. Alright. Sir Cederic Longwolf, there is but one monster before you. What do you do? You're muted.
How far away is the leader dude?
Leader dude is You can get into fighting range if you want it. 25 feet. This guy he's been roughed up. It's possible you could, like, depending on how good you are.
Yeah, we'll run to the close one first.
All right, cool. 10 feet gets you into a nice melee.
All right.
I like that you guys are in the exact same pose, by the way.
Pretty similar. And I will go ahead. We'll make this a topple and a booming blade.
All right.
That's a natural 20.
Oh, nice.
That's going to be 26 force damage and 18 thunder damage.
Jesus. Okay, so 26.
Oh, sorry, no. No, yeah, that's right.
So 26 force, and what was the other?
18 thunder.
All right, show off. I get it. You're the best in the band. I get you. Your sister takes one down, maybe shoots a little look at you like, yeah, you thought I was like, and you go over and like, hit this guy in the head and just like blast your kind of silly stick. No, it's a magic stick, but nonetheless, your stick, and just send it right through the front of its skull. And that dwarf is reduced to its normal size, prone, and dead. Thanks for playing. Oh, fuck, it's big. Hang on. Sorry. That scared the shit out of me. All right, anyway.
All right, and I'll continue on to run over the other one.
All right, you spent 10 feet. You run
So
over.
30 feet left.
30 feet left. You're able to... it's fine. You get there. Don't worry about it.
Mm-hmm. All right, 2 attacks left.
All right. The dwarf goes, it's me and you, Qiro. A fight, they will boom, and fucking Cederic comes out of nowhere. 16 will not hit.
All right, next one is a 21.
21 does manage to hit.
All right, that is 13 damage plus a con save.
All right, 13 plus con save is going to be 13.
All right, he's prone.
All right. Boom! Give me a moment.
I'll do the bonus action attack.
He is going to use, before you go, he will be prone as this is happening, but he's going to use his reaction to perform a counter-strike. And he will get a free hammer attack on him.
Sentinel.
Fuck. All right, go ahead.
I live with a problem.
He is going to try an 18, which I don't think hits.
18 misses.
And Qiro?
Qiro rolled a 19 plus 8, which is a 27, but a 19 also crits for her. So he's about to have a very bad day.
Got it. Why is it that my coolest guys on the field are always the guys who get slapped around, and then the little minions get, like, the beast damage? It's fucking annoying. You guys play too much chess, all right? I get it. The king. Got to take the king.
We're just scared at all times.
It works that way in Warhammer too, Ryan. I can't tell you the number of times I've fielded, 70-point knights, and it's the horses that actually hit and do the damage.
Yeah, honestly, that's my life, man. I should just throw hordes at you guys, minis. That's it.
24 points of
24.
piercing damage.
Good God, 24. All right. Yeah, bad day, huh? Go ahead there, Cederic.
All right. That's going to be a 22 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
For 10 damage.
10 damage. Remember, you have advantage in case, forgot that, why not, right?
And we'll make that a slow just for the heck of it.
Great.
And then I'll action surge.
Yeah, sure. Why not? I will.
26.
Yeah, 26.
For 12 damage.
12 damage. All right.
28 for 16 damage.
How do you want to kill him? Yeah, to be clear, Qiro appears and like whoosh, pulls the trident out, and this guy like takes his axe, and it's like the beginning of like the Troy and or Achilles and Hector fight. Dun, 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 dun. They're like walking around each other, they're getting ready to charge. Suddenly, a fucking gnome battering ram slams into his leg, and he goes ah, and falls over and swings wildly. Qiro just knocks him across the face, and then Cederic jumps on top of him and just starts fucking. How do you take him out?
Just a couple of quick whacks, and then seeing his defenses down, the last one is just a blind shot, and he's looking back in his sister's direction as it lands.
All right, you look back, you just boom. Give her the luck. She there is a momentary, very perhaps satisfying for you, Cederic, like what the fuck on her face, and then she rolls her eyes, goes back to what she was doing, but for a moment, you see it, you see she's impressed. Incredible. Is there anything else for the Sir Knight Long Waffle?
Well, I still have an attack left, but I don't think there's anything close enough.
Sir Cedric is furious. He has an attack. And ain't no one gonna taste it. Sorry. I'm so sorry, Qiro. But someone's gotta take it.
You get one swing free.
Have you moved?
Everyone gets
Yeah,
one
move
from there.
someplace?
It is free game.
Yeah, he's got 5 feet left and an attack left, I think. And a bonus action.
Yeah. I think that's it.
Beautiful. Beverly, come on, everybody. They're like, it's dangerous over here. She's like, well, then let's go down this way. She's like, shut up, sword. And she's gonna just run this way. And just be like, everyone follow me. It's safer this way. I don't know what's down there, but let's not waste any time. Worm's dead. Ember?
The clump that's over near Yvaine that Qiro left behind. What's a 40-foot diameter hole look like over there?
I cast nuclear explosion. Let's see here. I think you'll be able to tag them all.
Fan-friggin-tastic. Because I got a 5th level fireball with your name on, or a 4th level fireball with your name onto it.
Oh no, please, by all means, through 5th. Come on, Dex saves. They do have phalanx here, in fairness.
That's fair. It's Dex 19, so.
Oh my god. Well, first guy succeeds. I don't think anyone else is, though. We'll give it a shot. Fail. 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 They all say in Undercommon, don't worry, our phalanx shield tactics will protect us. Shield wall. And the last one goes, I'm getting the fuck out of here. And he alone will take half damage.
It goes up by 2. So that'll be 44 points of fire damage.
Yeah, there's one Durgar left. The rest of them are disintegrated. Oh, jeez, stop doing that.
Man.
Body horror.
I meant to blow him up, but I didn't mean to blow him up.
Clever. This guy's like, oh. He's doing the
And move, I will fly in his direction 30 feet.
You fly 30 feet towards him. God damn it. All right, 30 feet it is. Anything else?
No, that's sufficient to the task.
Okay. That'll bring us to, the survivors are getting the hell out of there. These guys ran back the way, so they don't know that way's clear now. And a fucking bomb went off over there, so I don't think they care. They're gonna go after Beverly. They're like, yeah, she seems to know what's up. And that'll be that. Get 'em, boys! And they will do just that. Heavy crossbow shit. Heavy crossbows are the best. We love our heavy crossbows. For Westruun! And this person basically goes, "Oh, crawling king." And then he gets riddled with crossbow bolts. I don't need to roll it. I will, just in case. Who knows? Who knows what will happen, right? That's a hit. That's a hit. That's enough. Yeah, he's done. Natural 20. He just fucking Tropic Thunders, just getting riddled with bolts, falls to his knees, falls to the ground, and is a pincushion as he falls dead. And that is all she wrote. You guys have won the day. Qiro doesn't know. Cederic does know. I'm sure Cederic falls to his knees and goes, Drysrinn, no. Drysrinn, I want you to give me a perception or survival check, because speed isn't everything when you are completely blind under the earth.
We are going to say that it is because that is skills.
This is a pretty important one. I'd say roll this at disadvantage, actually, because you're blind.
Okay.
Yeah, this is important. You can guide yourself too. What?
Die! I rolled 2 2s.
Damn, pro total.
If I'm gonna guide myself, we'll add a D4, I guess. But it's gonna be a total of 1, 2, 6. So a total of 8.
Oh boy.
It's fine.
Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. Here's what we're gonna do. Suffocation! No breathing! Give it a moment. So here is what I'm gonna say. You start crawl. You're following the body of the snake. Or excuse me, the giant worm, right? Because you're like, the worm came from above, follow the body of the worm. Start following the body of the worm. And you follow it very rapidly because you are worried about difficult terrain. Somehow, you have a crazy burrow speed. Which is a good point, actually. Your burrow speed, it's not actually that great a point. Your burrow speed's like half your walking speed. And then without difficult terrain, it still comes half your walking speed. You've got tons of speed, you're fine. But you start following the snake body up, or the worm body up, and then realize at a certain point that it had curved. It wasn't a straight line from the surface. There were curves, and you're like, oh shit, which way's up? And you're running out of air. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna go look up the suffocation rules.
Yep.
What is your con modifier?
+5.
Damn, +5 on the con mod. Very impressive.
Yes.
That will help tremendously.
Yeah. Yeah, I maxed it out on purpose.
That's fair. I will tell you what then. I'm going to say you're halfway through your held breath at this point. Which is good. I'm going to give you another check. So roll again. Disadvantage survival perception. Take the guidance. We'll see if that does it. If you fail, you'll be out of breath. What'd you get?
Well, there's a 3 on the die. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. So 4 plus 3.
Okay.
Is a purple worm one of those kind of creatures that leaves a tunnel behind it?
Yes, but
so it's up to my discretion if it leaves a tunnel behind it.
Oh, okay.
This thing is probably not leaving a perfect tunnel behind it. There's undoubtedly a large crater where it once was, but there's no straight hole down to, whereas otherwise Drysrinn would have no issue getting back. So here's what we're going to say. You are out of breath, Drysrinn. I am going to just give you straight roll survival or perception checks forward. You cannot cast guidance, and the DC has gone up pretty significantly. For every failure, you will take a point of exhaustion henceforth, as you have run out of breath and you are suffocating. And this is round by round at this point. You need 1 success. I'm putting it at 20.
Does anyone have a way of trying to dig after her?
Yeah, well, I mean, as soon as it's my turn, yeah.
Okay, what would you like to do?
I did this before in Westruun. I would like to summon a blue dragon and command, because they're the only ones with a burrow speed. We went through this already.
Right.
And command it to dig out the worm and pull it out.
Okay. Understood. That will affect things. The dragon doesn't have a tremor sense, so it's not going to be able to find Drysrinn or the worm with any immediate ease, and that is what we need. So absolutely it'll start digging, and that will affect how things go for Drysrinn here on it. Though it is not a perfect solution. Drysrinn, go ahead. Perception or survival? DC 20.
8.
What'd you get?
An 11 on the die. Plus 3. Yeah, no. That's a 14.
Okay, 14. That is 1 point of exhaustion. I am lowering the DC down to 18 because the dragon's getting closer. Mind you, there are tremors all around you, and now there's a very big tremor heading in your direction. Do you think Drysrinn would reasonably go towards that giant burrow? No. Okay, cool. Then we'll pop that back up to 20.
Brian?
Yeah.
I've got something that I'd like to try as a help action.
Sure.
I'm going to send Red in gaseous form.
Okay.
If there's, collapsed tunnel bits, there's only got to be a 1-inch section for him to go through in gaseous form. And I can see, and he has blind sense.
Okay, fair enough. Blind sense doesn't see around cover, though, which is the issue. I'll tell you what. Make me a survival check. I'll allow it as you, Ember, since you're seeing through its sight. In the meantime, Drysrinn, go ahead and roll again. Perception, survival, DC 20.
Seventeen, 19, 20.
You feel fear to move towards this giant tremor moving in your direction, and you hear in your mind words from your past. ride the storm. And the storm is a great, thunderous thing. And this tremor is like a great thunder. And also, maybe there's something sort of in the back of your brain that you don't really realize, but somewhere in your draconic blood, you're perhaps drawn the spirit of this dragon. And instead of running from this great tremor, you move towards it. And then in a moment, rock is pulled out of the way, and as you guys are all, end of Knight's Tale around the top of the tunnel, a blue-scaled, dirty, bloodied hand shoots up out of the dirt. And the dragon's, claw shoots in and, pulls Drysrinn up, almost, throws her back up on the land, up at you guys. Drysrinn, you did not suffocate, die. You take a deep, deep, deep breath of the Stormlord's air. You are alive. And you have survived, and you have killed a purple worm.
Never again, never again, never again! Why me?
Yvaine's gonna toss an immediate go over and touch and give a 3rd level healing word. Cure wounds, excuse me. Which will actually be there's a +4 to this, so let me roll that. No, it's actually not bad. So that's a 45.
It's crazy hearing these high roll numbers on healing cure wounds and healing words after
Gets me past bloodied, so we're good.
Nice.
Add 11 points to whatever Yvaine just gave you.
Does anyone else look particularly shitty?
No, Ember's not looking particularly great.
Oh, well then I'll send another one of those to Ember.
He got beat pretty hard. But here's the flip side, Yvaine. If you hold on for a second and Red comes back, just give me the maximum.
All right, well, just tell me when to do that and I will.
Do it. Red's back.
All right, so 8d6 would be 48 plus 5. 48 plus 5 would be 53. And then plus a 3 would be a 56.
Okay, that's much better. It's good to know the older ones.
Everyone else look all right? Okay, maybe we stay together and get the survivors safety and.
Yeah. You see back at where the line is. You see Beverly with one guy under his arm and another guy by the ear, and a group of 5 guys behind her. After that, she's like, "Come on, everybody, let's go. We're gonna get. It's over. It's over. No, we're good. Okay, we're good. You don't need to hit him." She calms everything down, and they're like, "Woohoo! We lived! Woohoo! We're Concordant! Saving to Westruun! Woohoo!"
Yvaine will fly down to her oathboard and reconnect with it.
Yeah, sure. The one guy who saw you turn into a starry winged fucking elf fairy and then ride astride a dragon, he's like, "Are you the Moonweaver?"
No, but she's wonderful, isn't she? I love her so much. But no, my name's Yvaine.
Okay. All right.
Stay with the group, dear.
Okay. He just sucks. Wait, I'm pretty sure. She says to somebody, "I'm pretty sure that's what I said. I'm pretty sure." She's lying. Of course she would. Bulldog allowed to be down here. And yeah, he starts. Beverly starts. Okay. I will climb to the top. Just tie it around your waist. Climb to the top. I'll pull you up. Don't pushing. And we'll start with the help of Sergeant Longwaffle and the shields of the field. Whatever they're called. The shields of the plane. They will start securing the prisoners. He was sort of pulley. Beverly's at the top going, Lord, just give me one more. Just one more. I'm glad someone got that. And eventually, yes, all of the known survivors are pulled up from this place.
I suppose we should get everyone to Lord Mayor's Keep, yes?
Yeah, if you wish to continue on, just start kind of going in that direction, absolutely. Sergeant Longwaffle says, I don't know if you want, we're more than happy to secure the survivors and bring them into the city safely if you need to ride forward for any reason. By all means, ride with us, just want you to know we can do that if you wish. All right, men, mount up. I want to keep a nice guard on them. And they will essentially do that. They'll kind of form up on them and, make sure they're taken care of. And you guys can do whatever you want. The sergeant's gonna take them into the city, and you guys can go with her, or you guys can ride ahead, whatever you want.
I got a gut check that says we're not done here yet.
Yeah.
Was the ground stable? I got the impression that there were multiple.
There are still tremors happening.
I will
Or at
say
least
that
that's what it felt like when I was suffocating.
I probably should have played into it, in fact, as annoying as it would have been during the combat. I imagine that there were absolutely times where you guys, put your foot down on what seemed reasonably solid ground. Your foot went, straight through, the grass. And you went to about knee, if not, hip deep, and just, fell in what seemed to be perfectly solid ground. Just by the nature of everything having collapsed, the ground is uncertain. And yeah, the tremors were still felt from the moment you ascended.
Guy that Cederic and I took down, does he have any symbols or anything on him that seemed like they were part of whatever group he was talking about for?
Well, intel gather.
And
Yeah.
Yvaine will share that they were speaking of the crawling king. So I assume that they worshipped him. At least they seem to be calling for him.
You look around, Qiro, or whoever else wishes to, would see that the majority of them were wearing spiked chainmail with a couple of iron plates here. It was chainmail under a leather cuirass with bands of spiked metal across the shoulders. Maybe one of the arms essentially had a fucking punching fencing mitt, where they would hold their sword. Big bulky shields. No other symbology other than that. However, the big leader man definitely did. He, unlike the others had basically armor that looked like it was just patched together and had as much protection just slapped onto them. They just chainmail, rough and dirty, right? Chainmail, big slabs of leather, harshly spiked, just fucking slapped together warriors. The main guy has actually very fine plate armor, very strangely shaped, very harshly rocky shaped shield and hammer. Does anyone try and touch the hammer? Would anybody reasonably try and pick up the hammer?
I mean, Qiro probably would. In the one you learn a lot about somebody is by the kind of weapon they choose to fight with, and two, she is trying to get anything she can from this guy because he's dead.
Got it. The moment you put your hand on the hilt, your brain is like racked with something worse than a migraine, and you're gonna take 7 psychic damage as you like as if the hammer doesn't want you to touch it.
Yeah.
The hammer doesn't seem conscious, but it just does. But it, I don't know, just buzzed your head.
Yeah.
Other than that, there is one item on his person that is very much worth a note. His helmet. His helmet is not unlike the design of a Spartan helmet, but it doesn't have the plume, and it has a rather large plate set right into the forehead with a very strange red and brass symbol, or actually red and iron symbol. It's very alien. It's not anything that looks like anything you've ever seen before in your limited memory, Qiro. If anybody else looks at it, I would say Drysrinn, Ember, and Cederic, you're like, what the fuck? Yvaine, the only thing that you can perceive about it is that it has vague, like, Underdark sort of culture to it, if that makes any sense. You know when you, like, can look at a hieroglyph, and you're like, okay, that's an Egyptian hieroglyph, but you have no idea what it says. It's like that, Yvaine. You're like, oh, this is like Underdark symbology. And you only know that from having learned reading and writing Undercommon. Other than that, you have no clue what it says or what it means or what it does. But you guys might have a new patron that might be able to help with that. Who knows?
Having touched the hammer and gotten shocked, for lack of a better term,
Sure.
he's gonna try. She's not gonna touch the helmet unless she absolutely has to get this thing off. She's gonna try to like flick it off, but then also if no one has taken note of it yet, she'll just go, Yvaine, the hammer yelled at me. Not actually yelled, but it hurt, and it's not supposed to.
Alright, well, we should probably put it in a bag and carry it to Gilmore's and let them figure it out.
I can put it in mine. I just didn't know if we wanted to take it with us.
I don't know that it matters. I can't identify it. I'm so sorry.
No?
I'll fix that eventually, but yes, right now I'm not able to.
If someone can, we'll take it and they'll figure it out. I'm just not touching it because I'd like not to also get cursed at the bottom of the hole.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't.
Yvaine will pop over and like take her bag of holding and like quickly try to scoop it in without touching it.
Make me a sleight of hand check. DC is pretty decent as a heavy ass hammer. It's meant for crushing skulls.
Oh no. Oh no. That's a flat 4.
You're like,
So-
all right, here we go. And you're like, It's like Yvaine's basically like trying to pick up a turned on like fly swatter. But you're gonna take 9 points of psychic damage.
Alright.
While they're
Does
messing with
she
the hammer,
manage to actually get it in the bag, though?
Not with that roll.
Oh, in that case,
Also, she has a strength of 9, so it's probably very funny to watch her try.
Ember's going to grit his teeth and just pick it up and put it in the bag.
Got it. The hammerhead is pretty big. So you like toss it in there. You take 1 point of psychic damage. It like oof, and it doesn't go all the way in because I mean it's a giant ass hammerhead, and I don't think anyone was but it does work as like a nice temporary like side hilt for it. So you've got this big blocky thing sitting at the top of the lid, but it does like it's holstered for all intents and purposes.
That'll do.
Yeah. Does anyone have any psychic powers? Anyone have any telekinesis, telepathy, anything of any kind like that? Nope. I didn't think so. Just wanted to check.
Assaulted by it frequently, but no.
Consistently assaulted by it, yes. Just wanted to check. Cool.
Well, assuming that communication with your familiar does not count.
No, I'm afraid that does not count. No.
Okay, because
Yeah,
that's
Fern Baldrick's
that's a
like that.
psychic bond.
Yeah, that was more of like a if you had, and I don't know why anyone would have telepathy or telepathic feat, or a subclass related to psionics, something along those lines. Okay, cool. You guys have holstered the hammer. Did you guys want the helmet?
Yeah.
The helmet doesn't hurt. Take it off just fine.
Can I?
Yeah,
I know we did. I know we did perception. Can we look for like religious undertones to everything?
Absolutely. I don't. You know what? I'm not even gonna make you roll for it. Like, yeah, Yvaine said it herself. This was a crawling king thing. These guys yelled out the crawling king. The crawling king has often been associated with the great tunnels underneath the earth that is known as the Underdark. You know what? I will take a religion check. You know what? Go ahead. To see if you could like figure out what the whole point of this was.
That is yes. 18.
It is impossible to understand for the uninitiated. But there is something, but this is still considered a success. The only way to really understand why Torog even has one worshipper is to go through the trials and processes he inflicts upon those that he brings into his domain. But it is known that people who are abducted by Torog, after some probably great deal of time suffering and torturing and tormented, learn the joy of it, and thus learn to undertake a new king. Yeah. You expect the reason this may have been done is probably for one of two reasons. The first one is a religious reason. The first one is to abduct the people of this town, to inflict torment and torture upon them, or force them to inflict torment and torture upon people, so that they would understand the truth of Torog. The second, which is more of a tactical approach, is to start breaking down the economy of Westruun. If they don't have farms, they don't have food. If they don't have food, well, take it from there.
Yeah. Drysrinn will share that thought to everybody.
Yep. Tremors continue.
Yeah. And can we get out of the hole?
Yep. If you get out of the hole, tremors stop. Or at least you can't sense them.
All right, folks, are we going to go report or are we going to go forward?
I don't know if there is a path forward. It's not like we have a clear path to follow.
Yeah, I can't dig us through. But we can probably bait them to come on to this space.
Give me a nature check. Earth druid. For all intents and purposes.
So that is a 24.
4. Okay. You gather this. These worms are certainly under the thrall of Torog, probably, or at least under the thrall of his servants, because you gathered from this creature that it is a pure creature of instinct. It is nothing but instinct. There is not a lick of intelligence in that creature. It is eat, consume. Don't go to where things hurt. Unless I'm hungry. You expect the only reason it arrived here is because someone probably tormented it on into doing so. And it sensed food, which was all of you. Now that one of them has been slain, and you expect these tremors of similar size are probably created from, as you perceived, multiple creatures created this fall. There are more in and around the area, creating more and more tunnels, and now they have no reason to attack you because they have a very, very big corpse team. Which is good news and bad news. You can't kill them because you guys aren't particularly good at like burrow combat, whatever that is. So you can't go and kill them and execute them outright. But you've taken out one, and it buys you a window of time where they're not looking for food. They have a very, very large source of food. So there's goods and bads.
Well, I will convey that and suggest we get out of the hole.
Yeah. I'm going to send, since we're out here on the plains anyway.
Yeah.
I'm going to send Red in gaseous form to go back to the Anaheg tunnels to see if they have been opened or expanded on. And since we can, I don't have the distance limit that most master familiars have got at this point.
Yeah.
Same plane is the distance. So this is purely scouting. Don't engage with anything. But go take a look see.
Absolutely. Those are probably gone. You send Red over there. Westruun probably made a very good point of collapsing those tunnels to ensure that nothing else came back. And as far as Red is able to tell, those tunnels seem to remain plugged, thickly packed with dirt, at least on the surface.
Okay, that's sufficient to the task.
Yep.
But it was a known underground warren in the area.
Absolutely. You do know that those of you who frequent Westruun a lot, probably Cederic hasn't been back to Westruun in a very long time, but so with limited experience, you four happen to know that there is a very large district underneath Westruun that is built out of sewers and basements that kind of collapsed into one another during the reign of the Black Dragon, whatever it was called. And so you do happen to know that there is an underground district. Whether that's been hit yet or not, that you could probably find out next time.
We also know there's things beneath that because we've been there.
That is true.
That's how I got my